What's up, YouTube? Yeah, I'm live. Okay. Hang on, I'm trying to still get things going here. Okay, that's working. No, I'm not. I'm not late. I'm right on time. Fashionably early. I don't know what's got you confused. Oh. What's going on? Got Ken, got Shaggy, no Mike Hodge. Of course, I know I got Crystal. What's up, Wayne? How y'all doing tonight? It is cold and wet. It's been raining since yesterday somewhat. Hey, what's up, Adam? Adam from Small Town in the house. Yeah, it's been raining basically all day long. It's been cold. It started raining and then it stopped, and now it's been a heavy mist. Hey, Shaggy, I'll take a look at that. Where'd you send the link out? In the email? I haven't checked that lately. Yep. We got Uncle Tony I gotta contend with. Alright. Let me take a look. Hang on. Oh, you put it on YouTube. UbiTube. Alright. Hey, Shaggy, I'll take a look at that. Take a look at it. Yeah, I know. Hey, I got the link out there if anybody wants to take a look at it. Now, if y'all want to pop up in the panel, and I got the link already there. Well, I'll tell you one thing, everybody came in early. Of course, I know I wound up getting the notice out early today. Did that on second break. So, Ken, how you liking that new house and everything? I see you got it and everything. Congratulations. Give us all the details on it, man. It's like, how far is it, and how much better, worse? I know. I got the link out. Thought I did. Well, it's out now. Well, it's showing up on the. There it goes. It was on the StreamYard. It took a little bit of time coming up on the UbiTube. There's Mike Hodge. I was wondering when he was going to be coming in. Usually, Mike, you're one of the first ones. You're late. 4 minutes late. I'm going to dock your pay. How's that? Dock your pay about half an hour. Which I'm only paying you $0, so Oh, that means you owe me now. And we got Ken. What's going on?
Not much. What's going on?
Uh, been one of those kind of days. Uh-oh. Someone that's been burning my ears today.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Hey, Mater.
What's up, the redheaded stepchild?
Not much. I hit by. I hit up that rental property yesterday. The one with all those tools I was talking about.
Yeah.
Someone beat me to it. There's nothing left but 2 pry bars and that Cobalt impact driver. It's like, well, dang.
Well, did you get that Cobalt impact driver?
Oh yeah, that's the one I just sent you the video on that doesn't
Okay.
work.
So, okay, now is it the lights on the battery that's flashing? Then?
Both the driver and the battery.
Okay. All right, so basically, okay, I'm holding mine up. Okay, so basically, you got the lights right here that are flashing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I push the battery icon and they flash after
Okay.
showing the full bar.
Okay. That, to me, that's saying the battery itself is dead. Now, do you have any other cobalt batteries?
No. That Cobalt impact driver is the only cordless tool I have
Then,
from Cobalt.
okay, what you may have is you may have a defective battery. Because if the lights on the battery are flashing, that means it's dead. Okay?
Okay.
Because like on this one here, okay. Now you're talking about impact driver like this, correct?
Yes. In fact,
Okay.
let me go get it so I can show you.
Okay. All right, Ken. Before we got so rudely interrupted.
So yeah, we're in the new house. We moved in on the 1st. I'm actually in my garage, which I'm slowly getting situated, and I've got like a little kind of a nook behind me where the hot water heater and stuff is. So
Well, I can see that.
Yeah.
What's that round thing on top of it?
I don't know. It looks like propane or something, like a tank. So this is that little nook that I was talking about.
Okay.
And then this is the rest of it. It's gonna be kind of bright. Let me see if I can get on this side. So, I mean, it's got a few shelves in it. It's just a standard 2-car garage, but it's
I was gonna say more shelves can always be added later.
Exactly. I think I'm gonna go to Sam's Club. I was looking at some of the shelving units they have at Walmart. They've got some nice looking heart ones, but they're almost $140. And while I was looking at them, some guy was telling me, hey, if you got a Sam's Club membership, go there. I just bought some and they're $60. So I'm going to go check those out and see.
All right.
And just get it kind of situated. And I've still got all my tools and stuff in the shed at the old house. The focus was getting the rest of the inside done. We got all that done. They came and took pictures today, and it should be listed within the next day or so.
Okay. So what's the difference between the house you've got now and the one you had?
Okay, so the old house is one of the modular homes. That's where they take the 2 slides and slap them together on a brick foundation.
Okay.
It's 3-bedroom and 2 bathrooms. This one is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, and it's on about the same amount of land, but it's got a huge fenced-in backyard. It's a lot narrower and longer, so the dogs can run around. It's actually got one of those little doggy doors that flaps open on it. So I just leave the back kitchen door open, and they've been in and out playing all day, having a good old time. They weren't able to do that type of stuff at the old house.
Oh, so now we know who let the dogs out.
Yep, it was me.
Ken let the dogs out. Woof, woof.
They're actually right down here with me right now, laying down on some sleeping bags that we used for moving. They've been out here the whole time,
Right.
hanging out with me. So
Now, I was going to say your shelving, you can probably go get like Home Depot or Lowe's. Now, just a suggestion. I mean, you don't have to do what I say, and everything. Just take it, for what I'm saying.
Mhm.
To me, what I would do is just go to either like Home Depot or Lowe's and get those corner brackets that you find like for your closet. That's got the you can get it with or without the hook for a rod going across, and just lay it 2x, like a 2x6 or 2x10 on top.
I thought about doing that, but we're only going to be here for a year.
Okay.
Maybe 2 at most. So I like the idea of having something that I can take down and take apart and put back together a little easier with like the store-bought shelving type stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
So
what's up, Breezy? So yeah, okay, I understand that. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. And
I thought about building something, but I don't know.
Well, it's like for me, I was looking. I looked online for Lowe's at their Cobalt stuff, and they've got a 2-piece kit out. It's the impact driver and the drill. It's $199. Okay, but it comes with the storage cabinet. Okay. It's an all metal storage cabinet, and it's got 4 slots. That way, you can actually take and slide, the tools inside of it. And on top of that, it's got, I think, 5 outlet strip on the very top. That way, you can plug in your chargers and everything, and a couple of shelves. But it's like, well, I've already got impact driver. I've already got the drill. I really don't need that. What I really wanted was the cabinet. So I went online and asked them, got to do the chat and everything, told them what I was wanting. And said, oh, well, you're going to have to contact the store. So I contacted the store. He told me he actually found it where they do sell it separate. Now, it is out of stock right now. But $142.
That's not bad.
I can get a 2-piece tool set, the impact driver, drill, battery, and charger for only $57 more. I mean, what?
I'd probably get the tools with it.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it's not wood; it's all metal. Mm-hmm. Plus, it's got the holes on each side that are like a pegboard.
Okay.
And it's like 30 inches in width, 24 inches in height, and I think 12 inches deep. So, I mean, it's a pretty good sized cabinet. All right, let's see what Shaggy was talking about. I'm going to put him on the big screen here.
Okay, so this is the impact driver. Whenever I push the battery icon, it just, for half a second, will show a full charge, then start flashing, and then shut off again.
Did you charge that already, Shaggy?
No, I didn't. This came out of a rental property, and then whenever I pull a trigger, it does nothing, but the light right here starts flashing.
Right. I'm 99% sure that battery is shot.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking, because now, did it come with the charger?
No, I haven't looked yet. I think the charger is still over there, if he even had a charger for it.
But, okay, you got, looks like the 2 amp hour battery. That one's okay, but what I like, what I use is these here, and these are the 4 amp hour batteries. So let me take off the big screen here, and I'm gonna put myself on big screen. All right. So like I said, what I've got is I've got the 4 amp hour. Okay. You can go over to Lowe's and buy a 2-pack of these for $100. And then I forget. Actually, the better deal is go get the 2 battery and charger setup they've got right now for $149. And if they're still doing it, they may be offering it where you can get a free tool.
Okay.
So, and it comes with one of these 4 amp hour batteries. It comes with a 2 amp hour battery and a charger. And then what they'll do is they'll say, okay, you can get a free tool to go with it. Well, at the time, I was wanting to see about getting the 1/2-inch impact wrench. They were offering that deal at the time. This was Father's Day last year or earlier this year. Okay. Well, the free tool they had was the 1/2-inch impact wrench. So I was like, fine, that thing was normally $99. So I got another 4 amp hour battery, a 2 amp hour battery, another charger, and the impact wrench, 1/2-inch impact wrench.
I'm looking at the Lowe's website right now. They do have that with the free gift, or it says free gift with purchase.
Right.
It's $149. And
right.
then they also have the same package deal without the free gift.
$139.
No, that's a 2 amp with that one so it's a 2 amp and a 4 amp, and that's $139. Or
Yeah.
they've got the 2 4 amps for $149 with the gift.
Oh, they got 2 4 amp with the gift?
Yeah, so it's 2 4 amps in the charger with the free gift for $149. So
same price. So I would try and find the one that's got 2 4 amp hour batteries.
Absolutely.
Now that for $149, does that have the charger with it too?
Yes, it does.
I would do that one instead of getting that 2 amp hour battery. And you said that comes with a free gift?
Yes, it does.
That to me, that's a better deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell Shaggy. Just do that deal like Mater got, and free tool. Now, I would wait till Black Friday come up.
Yep.
They having Black Friday deals now. You know,
what's up, Sandy?
Kind of, but the Friday after Thanksgiving is where the deals will really come out.
Yeah, but they might not be offering that deal right now. And like Kim was saying, I didn't know about where you get the 2 4 amp hour batteries. Now, is that the standard charger or is that the fast charger that comes with it?
I didn't look to see.
I would actually be interested if that is the fast charger, because if it is, I might be going and getting that and seeing what free tools come with it.
Yep. Don't you have 2 or 3 fast chargers now?
I've got 2 of them right now. All the others I've got are the slow ones.
No. All you need is 2 fast ones. You're in good shape. You charge a poor right now.
Well, I mean, right now, the way I've got everything set up, I can charge up to 5 batteries at one time right now. But I will say that the standard charger, it takes about almost an hour to charge a battery up. Whereas the fast charger, it takes about 25 minutes. So right now, yes, I know I've got food ready. I saw her message. Stop your cackling.
Hey, Sandy.
But I would, like I said, since Ken mentioned it, I'd be interested in checking out on the 2 4 amp with the charger to see if that is a fast or slow.
That's something I'm going to go look at here on payday too, because when we were redoing the house, I used my dad's oscillating saw, and I wish I had one. So if I can get that with that package deal, that's probably the tool I would pick, because I bought that jigsaw and a couple of other saws to use when we were doing it.
Right.
Man, I'm glad Dad had one, because doing the molding and the trim and stuff, it was so much easier than trying to take stuff down and cut it and do this and do that. So
Right.
You talking about that little saw that does this?
yep, goes
Yeah.
back
That
and
little
forth.
blade? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've never owned one.
All
Never
right.
really had much
Let me
use
go
for
get
one.
someone. Shut up. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it was a lifesaver having that. Now, my dad built his whole house. He's actually got a apartment on a 3-car garage, and then separate, he has a 3-bedroom house that he built about 90% of it himself. And so he's got all the tools and stuff. There was just some of the flooring tools that some saws that we used. I kind of dual purposed it and told him, hey, don't bring your stuff over because I want to buy it. And then told my wife, hey, I need this saw. And she's like, well, fine, buy it.
Yeah, I've got the saws for everything. Build a house, whatever. The only saws I don't have, the only gun that I don't have is a flooring gun.
Yeah, see, he has all that stuff.
Well, Ken, I'm glad you mentioned
with
that.
a buddy of
like I
mine,
said,
he had 5 or
I'll go
6 of them. So
Yep. I said I'm definitely going to go and take a look at that.
I would say, and if you have a couple of Lowe's in your area, go to them, because I went to one down here in a place called Surf City this morning because I wanted to go to the Tractor Supply store. It was right next to it, the new one. So I went there and I got some stuff in the morning time. And then when I had to get some lumber to redo a couple of pieces on the back deck, I went to the one in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and they've got completely different stuff out for like the stocking stuffers and stuff like that are all Cobalt brand.
Really?
Yep. So they're getting them into, I guess, different stores, different layouts. I guess I don't know, but it was all different. I actually picked some stuff up today for the giveaway that I'm going to be doing when I hit 2,500 subscribers.
All right. Well, Waxahachie is closer to me. Now it is a bigger store because it's a much bigger town and everything. It's a county seat. I think there's like 40,000 people there. The other one that I've got close to me, it's about 10, 12 miles further away. The reason I like going to that one, it's a lot easier to get in and out of that store.
Mm-hmm.
Now it might be further away, but traffic is a lot less of a hemorrhoid because at the light where Lowe's is at, it's right in Waxahachie. It's right where 2 highways are at. Okay. And I have literally sat going south on 77, waiting to turn left under the bridge to get on 287 going south. I've literally sat there and watched that light go red 5 times, and I haven't even gotten up to it yet. That's how bad I don't like going there, because it's all that traffic and congestion right there on the 2 highways. Now, going out to Gun Barrel, it's like no big deal. I go up, I make my right-hand turn in the parking lot.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, thanks for the warning. Gotta go lean off the dock, I guess. But come out, it's a 4-lane, highway with the center lane for turning. So basically, I look to my left, it's like, okay, fine, I'm clear. I look to the right, clear. Okay, I can pull out, no problem. There's no light I have to deal with.
See, I'm fortunate. Jacksonville, having the Marine Corps base, is fairly big in size. So we have 2 Lowe's in Jacksonville, and they're no more than 20 minutes away from me. And then I've got the one in Surf City, which is about 20 minutes south of me. And then if I need to go even further, there's like 3 of them down south in Wilmington, which is about a 40-minute drive.
Well, for me, I probably have like Garland, Mesquite, Arlington, Grand Prairie. So, I can get to about 4 or 5 other Lowe's in about 45 minutes to an hour. So, getting to a Lowe's or Home Depot is no big deal for me.
Yeah.
Even though because I can get to Dallas in about 40 minutes. I mean, that's how long it takes me to get to, get up into Dallas. And I'm one county south of them.
Okay.
Right. What's up, Briggs?
Just heading to work. Same old stuff. I'm glad they're taking down all the signs.
Wow. Hey, it's cold, Sandy.
What?
30 degrees?
56?
No. She's saying it was 30 this morning when she went to work, and it's 30 to 36 degrees. Breezy
I had
saying it's
32 when I got
31.
back. That ain't bad. I had 31 when I got back, and it's 44 now. At least that's what the car says it is.
Yeah, my brother's in upstate New York. He said it was snowing yesterday when it was 72 degrees out here.
Oh, it was not snowing up here. That was snowflakes. They're flurries. That ain't snow.
Yeah, you're right. But for me down here in North Carolina, it's considered snow. So, I mean, I understand for you guys, that's nothing. That's like a wind blow. But still, it was 72 degrees down here, and it was coming down up there, and I was laughing at them.
Yeah. Hey, Kim, what's the latest in a year you've ever seen snow coming down?
See, here where I'm at, it doesn't really get cold until January, February. So about that time frame, and it'll go 6-7 years without snowing. So, and then we'll get a light dusting here and there. And then usually once every, I would say 10 to 15 year time frame, it gets a decent amount of snow. So within the past 5 years, we had one time where there was probably about 8 inches of snow on the ground, which again, for up north is absolutely nothing. But for down here, just the mentioning on the news of flurries in the morning shuts everything down.
That's kind of like here in Texas. I mean, now I will admit what we had back in February. I mean, everybody knows how big Texas is. Okay. Now, like I said, what shocked me was seeing on the news that the National Weather Center gave a winter weather warning for every single county in the state. And we're talking even going down to Brownsville, which is right on the Mexico border.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything. I mean, Princess Jamie, she got snow down there in San Antonio.
Yeah, my in-laws got it down there too. They were sending pictures.
We're going to get it again this year. I'll bet on it.
Yeah. What's up, Mark? But, yeah, I mean, now the latest I have ever seen snow coming down, it happened to be on my first wife's birthday, April the 7th. That was the latest I've ever seen snow coming down. And the reason I remember, it was opening weekend for Scarborough Renaissance Festival, and I was working out there, and of all things, selling ice cold drinks. That was not fun. But, man, I tell you, I got with the manager and everything. Man, I was starting to sell a whole bunch of hot chocolate. I mean, I was going through hot chocolate like you wouldn't believe. I mean, I'm out there yelling, ice cold drinks here. And everything, got hot chocolate. And one lady goes, you got hot chocolate? I go, aye, ma'am. And boy, she made a beeline. I thought she was going to run over everybody to get there. But like I said, that was so funny that.
I'm glad they passed a law about 10 years ago, 12 years after elections results are over, your sign's got to be taken out of your yard. It's like, yeah.
Wow.
That's a good thing. I don't want to look at them things years. I mean, before they passed that law, people, you'd see them up as late as March. It's like, hello, people, the election was 5 months ago or whatever.
Yeah.
They make good target stands. I like keeping them for that.
Yeah, that's true.
They also
Now-
make good cutting boards, good boards for edging when you're painting the wall.
Yeah.
Or
bet.
painting anything for that matter.
Do what?
I said, or for painting anything for that matter. I generally use them whenever I'm spray painting small items in the yard. I lay down a piece of cardboard or one of those yard signs and use it as a backdrop, so I'm getting paint
You know,
all over the
you're
ground.
gonna laugh. You know what? I got one. I used one for one time. Worked perfect. I took one spray painted black rope and it let dry for about an hour. Drilled holes in it. Used for a mud flap on my truck. It was perfect.
What's up, Scott?
Yeah, they're good, especially if you get the correlated ones that have like the.
They are. That's what I'm talking. I used one for a mud flap on my truck. It was the most work that a political candidate ever did in its life.
Yeah.
I think that thing was on there for 6 months before it finally got hit by a rock and put a hole in it, right in the center. But it did. It held up great for a mud flap. Perfect size too.
Candidate? Who's the candidate?
Obama.
Briggs?
Obama.
You should have had it as Pelosi.
Yeah, well, I couldn't get a hold of Pelosi. You know, I don't live in her district, but if I had one, I would have put her on face first towards the wheel. I didn't. I only paid the backside. The side towards the wheel, I left alone. You know, I mean, naturally. Worked great on that semi truck, and he put a hole right through the center of it. But I didn't do it because of who was the candidate. It did. It's a perfect material for a mud flap for a semi truck.
Yeah. Oh, you'd be surprised how many of them around here don't even run with them.
Oh, believe me, I hate looking at them.
Yeah.
What-
Well, I know that not only do I see them on the big rigs not having them, but I'll go around and see a regular dually truck. And, you know, I'm talking Chevy, Ford, Dodge. They won't have a mud flap on them.
I don't understand that car. You know, it's like it's like all my cars have mud flaps. So one of the young guy across the street's like 25, 26. He asked me why I put mud flaps. I mean, when I bought my Audi, I ordered mud flaps. He said, "Why do you order mud flaps for all your cars?" I said, "You know, it stops rust better than anything else on a car. A mud flap." Because it keeps the dirt and rock and snow from blowing backwards, like on your back, especially. It keeps the snow and ice from building up on your back quarters behind your tire.
Yep.
It keeps the snow and ice off your rocker panels is bad. You see
Hell,
these
I got
cars
mud
with all
flaps
these
up.
built up.
Yeah. I'll say, hell, I got mud flaps even on my the Tri-Glide. And I didn't even put them on there. The person before me did.
Yeah, but it keeps the chips off too. Because even if you live in a warm climate, if you get paint chips, you'll get rust.
Yep. Well, the Tri-Glide, I don't have to worry about it rusting because that's all fiberglass and plastic. Uh-oh, lost Shaggy. You got another one. Damn, Scott, what are you going to have?
And
So you
that
found some
thing
more tools.
on your hot water tank, if that's a gas hot water tank, that's that new power vent on top. All the new gas hot water tanks have power vents, so you can vent them out anywhere you want. That it's 90%, and you got to watch it because if that power vent goes bad, that power vent costs as much as the whole hot water tank.
Yeah, I'll just call the homeowners and let them pay for it.
Oh, you're renting?
Yeah, we're just renting for a year or two. My daughter graduates in 6 years, so we may not be here after that. So we didn't want to buy anything just yet, especially with the market being as high as it is. So we're just going to rent for a year or two until we kind of decide on what we're going to do.
That's a smart thing to do.
Mm.
Now,
Well, not that. If you buy a house now, you're stupid, because if the market crashes and goes back the way it was, you're going to get your ass handed to you. So
Exactly, you're 100% right. That's why we're selling the old house, and we're just going to rent for, like I said, a year or two, and kind of see what happens with the market, and then what we do and don't do. Because I mean, 6 years, when she graduates, she goes off to college, we may move back to San Antonio, where my wife is from. So
now, Ken, I'm curious. I mean, like I said, it's just curious. What are houses renting for up there?
So this one right here, we're paying $17.75 a month for,
Wow.
and that's on the lower end. There's townhouses, 3-bedroom townhouses, renting for $2,400 a month.
Jeez.
I wouldn't sell your house, only for one reason, because all the money you're going to make on selling it, you're going to put into paying that guy rent.
Yeah,
So what you could rent that house for will cover your rent for 5 or 6 years.
but by selling the house, I'm gonna get we're starting at 165, and they're getting into bidding wars where they're bidding the house up. We only owe 95 on it, so I'm gonna literally pay off my entire debt by selling this house. I will be debt free besides rent and then like cell phone payment.
Right.
So
And tools.
it's the
Groceries.
time to sell it, especially
Yep.
with them being one of those modular homes. They don't sell as well in this area anymore, so it's just the time to do it.
Modulars sell like crazy around here.
Yep. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
Mike Hodge, what do you pay, if you don't mind me asking? Then he says he wishes he paid $1,700 a month.
But reason I was asking, Ken, because I know that here, I know some of the houses are like $1,200 and $1,300, and those are like a 4-bedroom brick.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Mike.
Yeah, right. I'm glad I don't rent.
So yeah, if it wasn't for the check I get from the Marine Corps every month, we wouldn't be able to afford it.
Well, it's like the house my mother owned in Harker Heights, Texas, that I now own. The tenant's been there 20 years. I just got off the phone with them and gave them their 30-day notice to get out, and they're like, "We've been here 20 years, so well, we don't want to move."
Well, then buy it from you.
I said,
they sell it or keep it.
I'm not selling it.
Okay.
I might move down there so I can bub Brandon Mater.
Texas has got the borders closed.
It's 20
right
miles from Cleveland. It ain't close for me. I'm a truck driver. I can go anywhere I want. Sorry, nice try.
We're not allowing
All I have to do is book.
outsiders
I
in
can
at
go
this time.
online. Sorry, Mater. I'm a truck driver. I'm not an outsider. I feed America. I can go anywhere I want. Bite me.
Hey, Briggs, I know you're sorry. I apologize.
I hate to tell you something, Mater. I've already been down there. That house has been in my family for over 100 years. It's in Harker Heights, Texas. It's like 10-minute drive from Fleem Air Force Base. So nice try. If I wanted to go there, I'll go there.
Hey, more than $500 a month for electric and $200 water. Our average electric bill is about $125, and then our water bill is anywhere from $25 to $30 a month. It's crazy how it's so different all over the place.
Yep. Well, I know here, I mean, of course, I don't have a house payment anymore. Of course, the house is all paid off. So the only thing I got to deal with is going to be water, electric, and gas. And water bill, usually I think it's about $50 a month now, because it's only gone up because two more moved in. Electric runs, I think, Crystal, was it about 125, something like that for electric?
Wow,
And
that's high.
I think gas is about $50 a month. But like I said, that's only because two more people have moved in, so there's more electric being used, there's more gas being used, more water being used.
My water bill's about $35 a month if I don't every other month, excuse me, if I don't water the lawn or anything, which I don't. But the only thing I water is the vegetable garden when in the summer. But about 30 a month in the winter, and about every other month, so $15 a month. And then in the summer it goes about 45. Gas and electric's about 169 in the wintertime and about 75 in the summer.
But all I know is that now, when I used to live out in the country, I think my water bill was about $25 a month, and electric usually ran about 60.
Yeah, so I have no idea what's going to be in this new house. We'll see here in about a month.
Now, can you build tiny houses in Texas? I've always wondered that.
They've got some.
My buddy lives there. My buddy that lives there lives in a single wide trailer from the 70s, and it's like literally falling apart. He's been thinking about buying one of like a 12 by 36, a 16 by 36 or whatever trailer. I mean shed, and converting it to a house. I said, I don't know if you can do it or not. I don't know.
Yeah, you can have a tiny house in Texas. I know a guy that him and his wife built himself. Both of them built one of them little tiny houses. His shop was 4 times the size of his house.
Damn.
Oh yeah,
Or 6 times.
I know a guy that just on the other side of the border from me in PA. He's got a tiny house. His tiny house is a 12 by 36 shed. It's a one bedroom. Him and his wife live there. But yeah, he's got a 4-car garage next to it that's literally bigger than his house. It's hilarious.
He's not but an hour or so away from Mater. He's got a YouTube channel, The Good of the Land.
There's one YouTube channel. I wish I could remember the name of it. He lives out in the Arizona desert. He took 4 tractor trailer containers, made a courtyard, and then he put a solar roof over the top of it. It's cool. He's got a courtyard right in the middle, and it's naturally air conditioned.
Yeah, there's another guy that built one. His shop's in the middle of it. The way he did them, he's got a tower type deal. It's cool. Build that with those containers. I forget that guy's name. He's a mechanic. He works on jet skis, all that kind of stuff. He had kind of like a castle tower type deal. It was neat.
Oh, I know. And the one guy you're talking about, I think, is he in New York?
I want to say he is. He's got he's got a cliff or something.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Did he have a bunch of his kids help him build it?
Huh?
Did he have a bunch of his kids help him build it?
No.
This guy don't have kids.
No.
He just got married. He don't have many kids. He'll do like a snowblower review one time, and he does heavy equipment repair, and he has a small construction business.
Right.
And I think I forget the guy's name.
Me too. I forget the name of his town, but he's done jet skis. He's an all-around mechanic.
I forget the guy's name, but yeah, he's the one I'm thinking of. He's in upstate New York someplace.
I want to say he is, yeah.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that's a good channel. I wish I could remember the name of it. But the one I'm talking about, the Arizona desert, I mean, they interviewed him, and he put a kitchen in one of the trailers, and a bed, and his living room's in another. You know, he keeps everything separate. He said, but his bathroom's like an outdoor shower, and his toilet is a 5-gallon bucket with a cement wall, like almost like it looks like a prison bathroom. He goes out, and that's what he does. He says, and they said, "Don't you worry about people seeing you." And the woman that was interviewing for this local news channel looked at her and says, "Do you see any neighbors?" No. So
Hey,
but
Patrick.
she said there's a main road out in front of you, and he's like, what do I got anything to worry about?
So now that is one thing I'll say about the old house I do like better. Like when I go out in the backyard, there isn't a way I can't look and see either other houses or a main road. Where with the old house, our land, our property backed up to the boom land out there. So there was hardly anybody out there. I went to go take a piss in the yard today like I normally do, and was like, oh crap, I can't do that here because there were people literally walking on the other side of my fence.
Huh. Hey, Patrick.
Yeah, you can't. It's kind of hard to do that when you're in a suburb like that.
Yeah.
Just about anywhere around my house, I can go outside and take a leak. No problem.
Yeah, I could too, but I wouldn't be able to tell right now where I went because of all the rain.
Oh, it's raining over there?
Yeah, it's been
Over here
raining.
too. Over here too.
I mean,
It's
it was
gonna get a
raining
little-
earlier today. I woke up, it was raining, and get off work and everything, and it was a heavy mist. It's still doing the same thing. Yep. Like Brandon says, it's raining and cold.
Yep, it's been chilly here the last few days, a week, more or less a week. But it's sun was out the last few days, but today was light rain. Nothing big, heavy, no thunder, nothing like that. Just some like wintertime rain, and it's getting cool. It's like 55 right now.
What's up, Anthony?
See, now my car says it's 36 out. It's because I went to a different town.
Brandon, what position are you actually applying for? Is it just a repair technician, or like, are you going to be doing something else where if you get the job?
I didn't think he would actually be trying to go and work for somebody else because he's always saying how he's got all the work there.
Yeah, but he wants something down on paper though.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Social Security, stuff like that. It's going to be part-time anyway, he said. Well, this was last week, so I don't know if something changed or what.
All right.
Tell them to go to a Mater shop. They're probably begging for help. The way he keeps saying everybody's getting sick.
It's going to be like, I think some nighttime work, evening work. A few hours a day or something. He said he's still going to work in the shop in the daytime.
He's
Well,
saying
you're there,
repair
Brandon.
tech
Try
salesperson.
to go to as many schools as you can. If they'll send you to, I don't know, whatever shop to go work on this or that and get a certificate out of it, do it. It'll help you in the long run.
Oh, yeah.
The average person walking into your shop might say, hey, I'm cool with this dude working on my stuff. He knows what he's doing. But every once in a while, you get those people that are like, oh, I want to see, the certificate on the wall saying I've studied at Briggs and Stratton and I'm a certified technician through them. And every little bit of stuff like that, as opposed to charging $20 an hour for a job, you can say, no, see that certificate? You're getting charged $35 an hour because I know what I'm doing.
That paper with MST on it, that really, that's just proof that you're really kind of a smart, Okay. Because some of them MSTs go to people's head.
What's up,
Believe me.
Lipstick?
Oh, it's steel. Okay. There you go. Steel.
Some of the best mechanics out there I've seen aren't even trained, but you're right. There's it's better to have the schooling if you can get it.
Yeah. Especially if they're going to pay you to go to it.
Oh,
True.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I had a few certs.
Right.
I had a few papers with Briggs in my time.
Well, I still got my certificate for going to the Hunter Alignment School, and somewhere around I've still got the certificate for the AC school I went to, and with that certificate and everything, the license I've got, I can actually still go and buy R12.
Well,
I
if you
carry
got a
all the-
license, yeah.
Oh, the
I
old
kept
stuff,
my
you mean?
certificates from the Marine Corps too.
Yep.
And
Dichloromethane.
when I got out of
can
the
buy
military,
that.
I kept all those. When I applied to the job that I work at now, I brought them all in, and a good bit of them actually pertain to the job. And they started people out at the time at $14.50 an hour. They started me off at $16.25 an hour because of those certificates.
Next time I go to Texas, man, you'll have to get me a jug of it. I got my Buick. My Buick AC don't work because it needed an air compressor. I changed compressor, and I need a couple cans to recharge it.
Well, did you vacuum the system out first?
Oh,
Once
yeah.
you refilled it?
Oh, yeah.
You
Now-
can't use the 134 in it.
He can, but
No.
you have to swap out the
They'll have to swap a bunch of stuff out. Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
well, of course, the main thing is you're going to flush the system and get all the R12 oil out, because the R12 oil with 134 will start it'll start acting like an acid. It'll start eating everything up.
Yeah.
That's why I want to keep it original.
But you'll have to change out the expansion valve on it.
Yep.
What about the orifice?
No, that's the expansion valve.
Yeah, and
Oh,
that and the
okay.
dry. You got to change the dryer too.
Yep, the dryer's going to get changed out, because that majority of what's in the dryer itself is going to be the oil. But you can change out the expansion valve, change out the dryer, flush out the condenser and evaporator of the R12 oil, put the thing on but then you have to refill it with 134 oil, put a vacuum on it, make sure everything is sealed up, then you can recharge it. And you can charge it with 134.
Yeah. If I can get some R12, I'd rather do that. Just keep it original.
Yeah, that's true.
I say, Anthony, you're 100% right. Absolutely nothing beats hands-on experience when it comes to doing something. I can sit here and do online courses and get a doctorate's degree in small engine repair, never touch a wrench in a day in my life. That degree means absolutely nothing. You're 100% right. The hands-on experience, it's the best, but it doesn't hurt to have that paper to back it up.
Right. I mean, that was the thing, for me is, right after high school and right after I got my discharge from the Navy, I actually started going to Lincoln Tech to learn how to work on cars. And I forget how much it was I had to get a student loan and everything for. But I went up working for Montgomery Ward's, and I had 3 guys there that were, the A-line mechanics, okay? These were the guys that they got 45% commission, of labor. That's how they made their money. The faster they got the job done, the faster they, got, the more money they'd get paid, okay? Me, I was a B-line mechanic, which was oil changes, shocks, alternators, starters, stuff like that. Now, to me at that time, I was making good money. Now, mind you, this is in '85. I was at $4.99 an hour. Okay, that don't sound like much right now, but at that time, that was a lot of money considering gas was 79 cents a gallon. Yeah.
I tell my nieces what I made when I started when I made in high school, and they look at me like I'm crazy. I said, "Hey, that was a lot of money back then." I made
Yep.
I made $2.75 an hour, and they're like, "What?"
Yep.
God, remember, I could go to county fair though back in them days for $20 and spend all, and that was riding rides all day and everything when I was a teenager. You know, you could $20. It takes you $5 to get in, and it's $60 to get a day pass now.
Yep. Well,
It's-
like for me, I actually got, like I said, the 3 guys I want to get them with, and they knew what I was doing. And I had one guy teaching me how to do alignments, one guy teaching me how to do brake work, and one guy teaching me how to do AC work. They all said that your 3 money makers in automotive are going to be alignments, brakes, AC. That's where you can get your big money at doing. And yeah, that's true. If you go to almost any garage around town, you're going to have to do alignment, brakes, or air conditioning. But I mean, there's still going to be the smaller jobs that are going to pay, but they're not going to pay as good as the other.
See, after the first of the year, I'm gonna try to talk to work and see if I can get on a set schedule to where I don't switch back and forth to nights and days every month. I'm gonna try to get into the night welding class at the local community college.
Yep. Y'all
tell you
keep it
another
going.
one that's-
I'll be right back.
Tell you another one that's just as good as welding. X-ray
Yeah.
for welding. That's another good trade right there. Man, you make a lot of money down here, especially down here in Louisiana. Man.
Yeah,
A buddy of mine did that.
I'd like to do the welding, and then I'd like to actually take a small engine repair stuff. Because my problem is if Cajun, if you say I need you to replace this, this, and this on that motor, I can go and do it. But if you say, hey, this motor is doing this, I need you to figure out what's wrong with it. I'm not good at the process of elimination of how to diagnose.
Diagnostic. Yeah. No, I was on a farm for a long time. Me and some other friends of mine, we left the farm. I still lurk and comment every now and then. It's been about 3 years since I've been on it, full time. And it was a free farm, there was no charge to the people. And between me and there was like 5 of us that were the top techs on the farm. And then another one came along after we left. Star Tech came along, and this guy knew his stuff. Okay, he holds an MST from Briggs, and he's a Briggs dealer also. Which I was the only Briggs dealer in there at the time in the farm. When I left, then Star Tech showed up, and like I said, he holds an MST, Master Service Technician cert. And he's about fed up with it too. He's about fed up with the farm. They've got novices on there that they are what they call armchair quarterbacks or something like that. Like on
Keyboard cowboys.
Sundays. And well, they got helped at one time, and since they got helped by the forum, because you can see some of the guys that were on the forum asking questions. They didn't know squat about a small engine. And they learned from the forum more or less, but they really don't know because they never did it hands on.
Yep.
They just taking it for granted. That's what it is, But me and those other guys, one was expert on carbs. There were 2 of us expert on carbs. I was one of them. One was awesome at putting out links, to certain to that diagnostic, and then the people could learn from those videos. And I would second it or whatever, or I would say, no, that's the wrong link for that because that's not really the problem with what he's got. Some of them make a little video. Some of the people that come on with their problem, they'll make a little video and put it in their comment, and that's helpful right there. That's helpful.
Yes,
you can hear a noise or what,
If I could take an actual course on it, then I could. Like I said, I just need to be shown certain things, and then once I'm shown it, I can do it and I can remember it. It's just
I thought you were capable of tearing down engines and putting them back together and building them up and all that.
The Predator motors for the go-karts and stuff I am, and then like 350 Chevy small blocks and stuff like that I can do. But it was all hands-on experience that I would learn from a YouTube video watching. Like,
that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do, because you know something? I mean, no offense to small engines. I don't care if anyone disagrees with me. I mean, I don't like batteries, but and realistically in 10 years, that or less, that certificate's gonna be worthless because you ain't gonna be able to find any gas. They're gonna basically try and outlaw them, and then you're gonna see people like Tampa Boy Customs trying to put a wash machine motor on a mini bike. I mean, I'm being serious. I mean, because they're slowly.
I know what you're saying, and I don't disagree. I just don't think it'll ever fully go away. I think we'll hit a bad period where they make it go away, and then it just gets so bad with the electric stuff that they say, shit, we got to go back to some sort of fossil fuel or another alternative than electric, because the power grid system is just not going to be able to handle it.
Oh, I know that, and people like me are gonna laugh. It's like I got a car in front of my garage that I tell my nieces know I want to be buried in that car. They said, well, you won't be able to drive it. It won't last until you're dead. So I said, you kidding me now? I can't get parts for it now, hardly. I said, so I ain't worried about it. It'll just sit in the garage with a tarp over it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the small engines will be around for quite some time. That battery thing they trying to push now, electric cars, battery cars, all that. Now, I agree with Eleanor. The grid is not going to be able to handle it. It
won't be able to handle it, but guess what? Gage, and you might want to look. They've already banned them in California starting in 2025. You won't be able to buy a small engine in California. I can't remember what year, but they've already banned them in California. There's other states that are going to follow. They always do.
By 2035, diesel trucks are banned too. By 2035.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it'll get worse before it gets better.
That ain't here yet, and there's no way that's going to happen. You're not going to run a semi truck like what you running, or what the over the road long hauler is running on batteries. There's no freaking way.
No. What they're going to do is have the day the over road will disappear. You'll have people like me. I'll drive like the distance on those trucks is on the max. I think it's 500 miles. So I'll be driving, and then you got to charge. You'll see a lot of relays. You'll see some people like me driving up 500 miles, parking, charging up the truck, and then someone else will take another 500 miles.
So you're going to be taking a nap while your truck's charging?
No, someone will take come in, meet me there at a truck stop with another truck. I'll charge up. By the time I'm charged up, someone will be there with another load that they'll have to charge.
How long does it take to charge a truck? I've never heard of a battery truck yet, but I'm pretty sure a car is 4 hours or something?
Takes 12 hours to charge that one Tesla. We got a pack on it. Now, my company can, believe it or not, I ain't allowed to show it, but I'm standing 20 feet from a Tesla truck. $20 feet. And that's going to be my new truck starting in a month. I won't be able to, I can't show it. My boss just bought a brand new one. We just got delivered like 3 days ago.
I don't think it'll ever fully go battery, but like I said, places like California, unfortunately, New York, New Jersey, those type of places.
I don't think New York will do it because there's upstate New York has too many rednecks like me. We'll fight it tooth and nail. I mean, they already put a ban on gas-powered weed whackers, hedge clippers, and that in my town. No one's abiding by it.
But
the town cop won't enforce it because he knows we'll just tell him to go bite me.
It's the sale of it now that they enacted the law in California and other states. It's the sale of it in 2023. You won't be able to buy them in 2023. You can still use the one you have. The ones you have existing or grandfathered in. So you can go buy a used one somewhere and say, hey, man, I've been having this, since it was new before 2023.
Chef, we're talking about going full battery vehicles and stuff, getting rid of small engines, everything like that.
I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but I bet you within 10 years you'll see them all disappear. But see, like me, there's one thing I'm going to start doing, and I got a buddy of mine said the same thing. He's doing it. Because you're going to have a carburetor that's totally shot and run it on propane. You could take a propane torch and start it and puff that small engine with a propane and that thing, and then start it and use the propane torch as a regular. Not light it, just use the torch itself.
And see, Mike Hodge just made a comment. Me and Callie in 2023, I got these lawnmowers. Laugh out loud. He's not wrong. It's just like during the Prohibition, there were people that ran moonshine. There's going to be people that run weed whackers that are gas operated into California and places like this and sell them for 4 and 5 times the amount of money they paid for them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. But you don't want to get caught. I mean, you get caught, they'll put you in jail. I mean.
Yeah. Imagine sitting in jail. What are you in here for? Murder. What are you in here for? I sold a gas lawnmower to somebody in California.
I got one better.
Yeah, right.
I got a recumbent bike. And it's I paid $2,700 for it. Brand new, almost 15 years ago. About 10 years ago, when it was about 5 years old, some guy stole it right in front of a bar. I mean, came up here, bolt cutters cut it, grabbed it, and ran. And someone said, ain't you going to chase him? For what? The thing is 11 foot long. It's a long wheelbase recumbent. How far do you think he's going to get? So I called the cops. They found the guy 2 blocks away. I mean, it's a Rand's. It's a Sun Easy Sport long wheelbase recumbent. You can look one up online if you want to, but that's what it is. There's no way no one's going to be able to not get away with stealing that bike. But anyways, they arrested the guy. Found out he was a three-time felon. That was his 4th felony conviction. They arrested me. They said this ain't a felony. It goes by he said it's just a bicycle. The bike costs over $2,000. It's a felony. He got locked up for life. Could you imagine being the guy? What are you in here for, man? Oh, me? I murdered my family and diced up my girlfriend and ate their body parts. What are you in here for? Oh, me? Man, I broke into the Smithsonian, stole gold bars, got caught. What are you in here for? I stole a bicycle.
Yeah.
That guy's going to be someone's jail buddy.
No, Mike, you're right. Not all laws are right, and that's coming from somebody who's in law enforcement.
I mean, it's like they passed a law in New York about 5 years ago, and I thought it was a good law. That I actually liked it. Anyone from I think the age of up to 18 has to wear a helmet on a bicycle. I agree with that law. Okay, there ain't a cop one never enforced it. You know what their answer is? Someone's got to file a complaint. I said, well, right there's someone. Are you willing to testify that kid's under 18? And I'm like, are you serious? A blind man can see that kid's under 18. And they're like, well, they said, I'm not going to file the paperwork unless someone's willing to testify. Really? You want me to do your job for you?
Electric garden tillers, I don't know, but I know there's ones that you can plug into your like electrical outlet and run them that way. But if you're talking about battery operated garden tillers, I'm sure there is some place. I just have never seen one.
Those motors on a garden tiller, especially one like a Troy built, a big one. Mm-hmm. No, those batteries and motors ain't gonna hold up. Not digging in a foot of dirt, or 8 inches of dirt. Yeah. I don't care if it's already broke up. I just can't see a rotary tiller like a rear tine tiller. Nah, I can't see that. Because you've got at least
open up your bag.
Tiller, you got at least you got some 5-horse tillers, rear tine, some of them, not many, but the majority of them are 8-horse. Like the old cast iron M8 coalers, cast iron block coalers. Yeah, boy, and that's some bulletproof engines right there, man.
Yeah, and I've used one of the ones that you can plug into a wall outlet. It really didn't do much work.
Now,
there's a lot of them.
Now, they've got snow blowers up north that they are plugged in the wall, but that's for the starter only. Mm-hmm. Yep. The electric starter, because when it's cold like that, you're going to have a tough time pull starting that engine.
It's the same thing with the diesel trucks in at nighttime.
I never use my electric power. I always pull start it. But I use synthetic oil. I use Royal Purple in everything I own. And it does make a difference. I proved it to my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law, I got an Aaron's 1236. 12 horsepower, 36-inch wide. It's a monster snowblower. And my brother-in-law bought brand new, and he used electric shower all the time. And then one day he came over my house. He goes, he said, hey, he was over my house one year in the wintertime. He moved to Florida. And he felt like blowing some snow. He says, well, where the snowblower's in the garage. I tossed in the key. And he says, he says to me, he went out, opened the door. He said, where's your extension cord? Extension cord for what? To start it. I said, just pull start it. He says, you can't pull start that engine. I never could before. Well, you always put crude oil in it. I told you it didn't take crude oil. Well, that's it. He says, it had too much compression. It has nothing to do with the compression. You just put the wrong oil in. Guess what? I said, it'll start. No, it won't. Impossible. I said, well, how do you know unless you try? So he put the choke on it, primered it up. Guess what? It started on this first pull, and he said he couldn't believe it. And I said, because you ran the wrong oil in all those years.
You can get away with doing something like that down in like Florida in a machine, not up north where it gets cold.
Yeah, well, you ain't got snow blowers down there neither.
I was just going to say that. Like, I don't see you needing snow blowers down. Of course, unless you get a winter like you did last year.
Now, all your states that have all industry, okay, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana. Louisiana is probably going to be the last state out of the lower 48, or maybe Alaska might even be the last state. There's a lot of oil field up in Alaska. And it gets cold up there. And you know what cold does to batteries, huh? Cold and batteries don't get along.
No.
So Alaska is going to be probably exempt from battery. They're still going to use gas and diesel up there. It's so sparsely populated. You know what I mean? And Alaska has a lot of oil field, pipeline and stuff. A lot of that comes here, but they run on their own gas refineries and all that. Unless all their stuff is actually I don't know how many refineries they got in Alaska. I know that a lot of oil and gas come through pipelines from Alaska to the United States. Louisiana has many, many, many refineries, and the most in gas and oil out of any other state. Offshore.
Texas got a lot.
Yeah, they voted on doing offshore drilling here in North Carolina a few years back, but they voted it down.
Yeah, they want their waters protected. You know, you got some nice pristine waters on that Atlantic coast. You know, they don't want nothing to happen like what happened down here. You know, with it wasn't the Mars platform; it was that BP
yes. Yep.
all thing, which was just about as big as that Mars platform out there. In fact, during
the offshore drilling, it for the most part, it's fairly safe. I mean, just like anything else, there's things that could go bad. It's just unfortunately when it does go bad that one time, it's
bad.
Not just a little issue.
Oh yeah, that BP that BP spill down in Gulf. The Gulf will never be what it was. Not in our lifetime.
No.
Oh, it's back to normal. It is. It is.
It's still polluted. I wouldn't eat anything out of the Gulf.
Oh, you probably have already, just didn't know it.
No, I haven't.
All right. Now, okay, the BP Horizon is in like over a mile deep of water. Okay. There is oil. It's a mile deep. Nobody trolls out there. Nobody fishes that deep of water. You're not getting to the bottom.
And you don't think the fish and go down that deep? They go down that deep.
No. Grouper don't go that deep. Snapper don't go. Red snapper don't go that deep. No, and they will if they do go that deep. Once they get a whiff of that oil blob or whatever's down there, they're gonna get away from it. In shallow water, they can't get away from it. But Louisiana has a lot of oil field, deep water, offshore, international waters. It's state waters, but it's international. But all that goes to
here comes the
onshore in Louisiana, going to refineries. Louisiana can run the country almost with their refineries. Almost. They say, the professionals say, the people that crunch the numbers, they say Louisiana can run 60% of the country on its oil and gas.
And see, when we voted on it here in North Carolina, I voted for it because one, it would have provided a lot of jobs for this area. And two, what it does for the fishing industry being so close to the shore. I mean, it boosts it. So
it creates artificial reefs.
Yep, you have those two. Then you've got the charter guides and stuff like that are also doing that. So I mean, I don't know. I thought it was a good idea, but the rest of the state apparently didn't.
Once they put a platform out there, a designated platform, within a year, you can start fishing that.
Yep.
At most times, within a year, you can catch fish off of that. Not like one that's been out there 5 or 10 years, but you'll catch. Yeah.
Yep.
What is a Indian summer? Chef Scott saying, Mike, we're going to be in our Indian summer the rest of the week. Indian summer, that means like what? It stays warm during the first part of winter?
Either that or it has something to do with like it gets a little cold and then it gets real hot again for a couple of days.
It means we get a week or two or a couple of days of like summer like weather, and then it goes back to being winter or cold.
Yeah.
No. Well, I'll have to look it up. Somebody was saying a couple years ago, look like we're gonna have an Indian summer, like down here. I'm like, okay, Didn't know what he was talking about, but okay. Wasn't from here, but
Yeah.
okay.
I've heard that before and never did understand what that meant.
That's something for the northern
Yeah.
tier of the states, you know. Like up around probably Idaho, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Illinois, probably, Ohio, Michigan. People up there know what that is, I guess. Always Indian summer, like I always thought that meant the summer extended into the winter.
I'll be back.
Wintertime. Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, it kind of plays off from like being an Indian giver. So you get given a little bit of a fall or into winter, and then boom, it gets hot again and becomes kind of like a summer for about a week or so. That's where the term comes from.
Yeah, well, I can catch that. I mean, I can understand that part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been warm here too a lot lately. The speckled trout fishing is on fire right now. Normally,
Really?
November
Wow.
it slows off, but I mean the charter guides, they didn't even switch to stripers yet. They're still catching speckled trout and red drum right now, so that's what the charters are running.
Yeah, redfish. Yeah. Boy, good redfish coubillon right now. Cool. I love me some redfish.
I haven't even been fishing yet this year.
You give me the choice between speckled trout and redfish, speckled trout.
I'm gonna take flounder out of all of them.
Oh, well, okay. Now, well, that wasn't mentioned, but yeah, flounder. Yeah.
Yeah. See, if I had to choose out of red drum and speckled trout, I'd choose drum as well. But my wife, she would choose speckled trout, hands down.
I would choose the specks though. They fry better, fillet and fry better. The redfish is good in a sauce or gravy or thin fillet. Like say if you get a real thick redfish, red drum, and you fillet the fillets.
Yep.
Okay, cut them in tiny, thin fillets. I'll get along with that. But then big, thick fillets, like an inch thick, that's more or less a gravy, a sauce, like a sauce piquant or a coubillon.
And see, I've never had it like that. What I'll do with some of the bigger red fish, like you say, the fillet in half, and then I'll put mayonnaise and stuff in it, and then put seasoning around it, and then I'll cook it on the grill or broil it.
Oh yeah, grilled. Yeah, redfish can hold up to a grill. Yeah, and the meat's almost consistent, like the various tenderest pork chop you ever seen in your life. That's what the meat kind of reminds me of. It'll hold together on a grill.
But yeah, if I had to choose one fish, it would be flounder, hands down, and literally gut it, drop the whole thing in a fryer. Just pick it right off the bone.
I tell you, like a bass, sac-a-lait, flounder, the fins, like when you deep fry them whole after you gut them, like a sac-a-lait, y'all call them crappie up there, but sac-a-lait down here. I love the fins, the tail fins,
like
and the dorsal. I love eating those, man.
Yep, it's just like eating potato chips.
Yep, there you go. Yeah.
All right. Damn.
Getting cold enough chilly, huh?
Yeah, getting cold enough to where I got one of the Coleman camp stoves lit.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting some heat going in here.
56, 55, 56 here now. It jumped up from 55 to 56 for some reason. I guess the rain is warming the air up probably.
Well, when I went inside, Crystal saying it was like 46.
Yeah, it's 52 here.
So, yeah, I mean, the mid 50s okay, but right now being in the 40s, yeah, I mean, if I can start seeing my breath, yeah, it's starting to get cold.
Yeah.
That's why I went and got my jacket. It's
You
like,
see, like where Ken's at. Okay, that zone. I'm in zone 9 or zone 8. Oh, right at zone 9 where I'm at, and that goes like to Florida, and it curves up the East Coast. That zone, like your gardening zones, and the
Yes.
temperature usually stays around Georgia, South Carolina, a little bit of North Carolina. That temperature holds like within 5-6 degrees of where you at to down here.
Yep.
And it's because of that Gulf Stream too.
Yep.
Right.
That Gulf Stream
course,
is this warm water. You could swim later in
What's up,
the
Jamie?
year over there than if the Gulf Stream wouldn't have been there. Hey, Jamie.
What's going on,
I
Jamie?
think another thing that made it bad for me is I've kept this door and everything. It was wide open, so the wind was kind of wanting to blow in, so it made that wind chill. Anybody that rides a motorcycle knows that. Yeah, you've got a temperature, one thing, but you got that wind chill.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes it colder.
Especially, you don't even have to ride a motorcycle for the windshield down here.
Yeah.
Damn, 37 in Ohio. That's right. That's where Scott's at, Ohio. I don't know why I wanted to think he was in California.
Yep. No, the Gulf Stream for us is about it's right in between 60 to 67 miles offshore, depending on where you launch out of. So it takes a little bit to get there for us.
Okay, you in North Carolina?
Yep.
Okay.
But the way North Carolina is shaped, it comes up like this and then comes back up. I'm down in the bottom. That's the furthest away from it.
Oh, okay. So you close to Aden then, huh? Ayden?
It's about I want to say maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hour drive.
I got a buddy of mine up there in Aden. In fact, his name's Barry Wiett. He's originally from Mass up there, up northeast, way up in Massachusetts. He lives in Aden. He's been there for years. He's a heavy equipment operator and a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
He runs a knuckle boom. They've been doing a lot of work for the railroad lately.
Is that the one that lives in between the Neuse River and the Pamlico Sound?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I'll tell you about him. Yeah. Yep. Like you got the Neuse River, Pamlico Sound, and if you like in between them where they go inland at, he's right there in the middle of those, but you go a little further west. He's not far from that. What is that? Newcastle or at the end of
Newburn.
The Neuse, White Castle or Newcastle or something?
It's Newburn.
Newburn? Okay, that's where they had like 12 foot of water for that hurricane that came through, but he was high and dry, and that wasn't but 30 miles from his house. And that town was underwater.
Yes, it was.
He's high and dry.
Yeah, so
I got cold out for Maynard. You're cold?
I'm about 40 minutes north of Wilmington, North Carolina. So if you were to look at a map, like I said, it kind of comes in and we're tucked away.
Yeah.
Like I said,
so the Gulf Stream is a little further offshore before you hit the warmer water then.
Yes.
Okay. So when you're on the Outer Banks over there, that's kind of where the Gulf Stream is, huh? That's that point where it comes up. And when that hurricane was coming,
hey, Tom Dobie.
Barry and his wife, they had a friend of theirs called from somewhere, and their beach house was on the Outer Banks, those islands out there.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, can y'all go pick up our lawn furniture and all that? This was like only 8 hours before the storm was going to hit, and it was like a 3-hour drive for them to get there. They like, no, I'm sorry, we can't. We're still putting up stuff, at our place, getting our place ready for the storm. But then all of a sudden, then the storm turned, But their lawn furniture was still gone. It didn't matter. I mean,
Hey, Brandon.
if that hurricane would have hit where they said it was going to hit, that beach house wouldn't have been there, much less the lawn furniture.
Hey, Brandon, it better not impact the race and everything.
Yeah, because
And
Mater's
Mike-
going to take a pie to the face.
No, I'm not going to take a pie to the face.
Hey, Tom.
I don't like Code Red.
I do.
Yeah, I know.
So it looks
And I know
like the
some-
Braves won the series, huh?
They did, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, well. You know what? It don't bother me because even though I'm from Houston, I'm not an Astros fan. I never got into baseball. Now,
Astros
watch
is my
hockey.
team, but I did like the Braves too because Dave Justice used to play for the Braves.
Well, now, I'm
But
not
I was
much
pulling
into
for the
hockey.
Astros.
Right. Now, I will say, like I said, I'm not much into hockey, but now I have watched a game or two. But to me, there's only been two sports, professional sports, that I've ever liked. One, football. And of course, yeah, it was the time it was the Houston Oilers. Now, unfortunately, it's the
Texans.
yeah. And yeah, they are definitely. Well, I was going to call them the Houston Hoovers because they really suck right now.
Yeah.
But the only other sport I've ever liked has been stock car racing. But I have not watched NASCAR in years.
Hey, Adam.
Hello.
What's up, Adam?
I hadn't watched our NASCAR race since I left Batra, Alabama, and moved to Arizona. And that was back in 08, 09.
Well, what was the last year Dodge was actually in NASCAR again?
I don't know. They were still running Dodge when I was watching.
Well, I stopped watching NASCAR basically when Dodge gave NASCAR the finger, saying, "Screw you, we're out."
I watch the drivers. I don't watch the damn cars.
Well, the way they got the cars nowadays, I mean, if you look at them, if you take every single sticker off all the cars, I don't care, which one it is, you could take them all off. They're all identical, and to me,
There's little differences, but not enough to notice.
no. But to me, that is one of the main reasons why I like dirt track racing, is because the cars, they look like a stock car.
I didn't know Nolan Ryan played for the Astros. Maybe for a little while, huh?
No, that's where he was at for the longest time. Then he went up going to
the Rangers.
Yeah.
I thought he was with the Rangers longer than any other team.
No, he played for the Astros.
Okay. Because I know he was one of the famous Rangers they ever had.
Yep. Actually, I think he did start with the Rangers, then went to the Astros, and then guess what? Then went to Atlanta.
He actually started out in California. What? Anaheim?
California.
Yeah. But to me, like I said, that's why I like my, the dirt track racing, because at least they still go back to the old school way of racing, and way they have the cars and everything. They look like a stock car. Uh-oh. Money, money, money. All right, money. Now, as far as what we were talking about the other night, okay, on your car, I was talking to someone. I was talking to Antonio. Really? gets on here and he can't have gotta have someone yap at him. All right, can I finish? Okay. Now, I was talking to Antonio Claudio Michael, and he was saying that for what you owe on that car, best thing to do is take and trade it in at a dealership with the condition as far as what the motor's in. Let them worry about it. Unless you want to be, and because he asked, is he mechanically inclined? I'm going, I don't think so. I don't even think he knows how to change a spare tire on a car.
Who's that?
Money.
Oh, Money. Yeah, okay. I remember that conversation.
Okay, he might. Now, do you know how to change spark plugs? Can you do a timing belt? How about R&R a training? Yeah. But what he was saying, you can probably find one of those engines for, at a junkyard. You might be lucky to find one at about $1,000 to $1,500, and then put it in yourself.
I bet you could find a backyard mechanic in this town that could do it.
That's also another possibility. But
there's got to be someone.
Right. But what I'm saying though is the fact is, for a car he still owes $7,000 on, to spend another $7,000 on it for another engine and everything. So right now you're looking at $14,000. The car, in a way I can agree. The car's not worth $14,000. You're gonna have more money invested in it. You're gonna have more money invested in it than what the car's worth.
Money. Get with Andrew. Get with Andrew O'Neill. Up right above Kingman. Get with Andrew. He knows a lot of mechanics. Because he did his swap out, I think, in his 4-wheel drive. He put an engine in his 4-wheel drive truck to get to his gold claims and all that up there. But get with Andrew. Say, hey, Andrew, can you do this? Or do you have any friends that can do this? And Andrew's not far from you at all.
Yep.
Okay, so just so you guys know, my AC was on. That's why I was muted listening to you guys. First of all, if you can find me a backyard mechanic that can get me a brand new engine, not from the junkyard, but brand new, give me a 200,000 mile warranty or 5-year warranty, then I will go with your backyard mechanic. Yeah. Until then, remember, I'm giving this car to Kiki. So it doesn't matter what I still owe on it because she's going to have it for the next 5 years plus anyway. So if I put a new engine in it, then
you don't want a brand new engine. Then you might as well forget it because a brand new 4-cylinder engine costs more than a Hemi V8. A 4-cylinder engine is double what a V8 is. Don't ask me why, but a remanufactured engine is a better engine.
But where I'm at here in Arizona, it's between a rock and a hard place because if I were to take the car into a dealer and trade it, the way it is now, I am upside down. I am $5,000 upside down. So I have to come up with $5,000 before I trade it in.
Is there a machine shop near you?
There's a bunch of auto bodies and there's a bunch of mechanics. But not necessarily a machine shop, no.
Because that'd be the answer. Take the motor out, had the motor taken out and rebuilt. You could have that motor rebuilt for $1,000, $1,500.
So now that $7,000 takes care of all the labor. That also takes care of the training if there's any problem with it. That also takes care of front and back. Every electrical component will be redone. That is
What year is it?
2014.
04?
14.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but what motor's in it?
It's a 1.4. I
Yeah.
don't know. No, I know that's 1.4.
Someone was saying the 1 point. Okay, you said it's not a turbo, correct?
No, their money go to that link. What link? I don't see a link from BS Small Engines.
It's up a little bit in the chat.
Yeah.
Scroll up just a bit.
It's not letting me click on it at all. I can't even copy and paste that. I don't even know what. Okay, I don't know.
Are you not how to copy and paste?
No, it's not letting me. Not that. Because I'd have to start right here, and then it would take me just. I know how to copy and paste, honey. It's the whole.
Right.
Oh, God. There we go. Yeah, send it to Cajun or send it to Mater, and they can text it to me.
Yep.
But no, let's put it this way. I know how to work on cars if they have a carburetor. As soon as they went fuel injected, I went, nope.
All you have to do is disconnect the manifold. The blocks are the same. If you could change the carburetor, you don't have to. All I do is take the manifold off and put the manifold back on. There's nothing to it.
Yep. And, I mean, all you got is your fuel line coming up to it, and then the wiring harness for the injectors, and that's it.
Yeah, but once you go from fuel injected, Vortec, TBI, Vortec, or fuel injected, whatever, once you change from one of them over to carburetor, you're always going to be at that carburetor adjusting that damn thing until you
I just looked up that motor. I just looked up that motor. It's $2,700 for 1.4 liter non-turbo.
BS. Brandon
yeah, so that means they're charging me $4,300 for all the labor.
Well, of course they're going to charge you more, but you can have it delivered to your door. And if you can change a carbureted engine, you can change a fuel injection. They're actually easier to change than a carbureted one. You just disconnect the fuel line, pull the whole engine out, just change the accessories. That's it. I mean, it's not that you're making a mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah.
Well, and I understand that there's two problems. One, where I live, because I'm still in an apartment, where I live, we're not even allowed to change oil where I live, let alone start pulling out a fucking engine. The landlord here would have a fit and a half. That is immediately kick your butt out. Two,
rent a storage unit.
I don't have the tools to do this.
We can change the tire here.
Yeah, I can
rent a
change
storage
the tire,
unit.
change some oil. That's about it.
Yeah, well, he said he doesn't have the tools to do it, Rick.
I don't even have the tools to do it.
Yeah, but you could get those tools. You can rent for free at AutoZone or Advanced Auto. Most of them.
Not the hand tools like that. You can't.
Yes, you can. AutoZone rents every tool you can imagine to change a motor, and you get your money back as long as you bring the tools back. Yes, they do. You can rent a complete socket.
Your license or take a copy of it or something.
No,
they don't. They don't use your license.
They charge you a deposit.
Anyway, I haven't given him an answer yet because my supervisor has a mechanic that he deals with all the company cars. And he said that he could get me a refurbished motor if I want to go that route. He's going to give me more answers tomorrow. That's why I haven't told this mechanic anything.
A refurbished motor,
because
GM refurbished has a 5-year, 50,000 mile warranty, and their new motors have a 1 year.
Well, he said get a refurbished motor. He could probably find a refurbished motor for around $1,500. Then it would just depend on how much he charged you for labor. So he'll give me a final number tomorrow, and I'll know more tomorrow.
Well, refurbished means it's just being rebuilt.
Right. Yeah, it's
right.
A brand new engine, brand new overhaul.
Right. It's basically, all they're doing is they're taking it apart, and they're cleaning everything and repairing, basically, rings are worn out. They're putting new ones in there, maybe new rod bearings, new main bearings. They're redoing the valves, making sure everything is correct. A reman engine is just as good as a new one.
Yeah, actually,
710. I'm sorry.
You know what GM did with mine?
I do not have a gap in coverage on this car because I bought it used.
You know what they did with mine? I had the 1.4 liter in my Malibu, and they upgraded it, and it bolted right in, and it was actually cheaper. I upgraded my motor from the 1.4 liter to the 2.5 liter because they got all kinds of problems with that 1.4 liter. And you know, when you say she'll have it 5 or 6 years, you'll be right in the same boat. They actually are doing that. A lot of the Malibus, a lot of the cruises, and all of them, they're upgrading from the 1.4 liter to 2.5 liter. They put an adapter plate and bolt it to the same transmission.
Well, then I'll see if he can't get me a, 1.8 or 2.5 in it. Then, I mean, because he said he's really good about finding stuff like this, and so I was like, all right, I'm gonna trust you because that's where you take all the company cars to. So we'll see.
They had a lot of problems with that 1.4 liter. The 1.3 liter they put in the Chevy Aveo there was a better motor. Those were a great motor. You weren't going to want to race with them, but they were reliable.
Right. Yeah, like I said, we'll see. But I have good news though. Yeah, there's a silver lining somewhere. I'll read just a second. A gun show promoter just got a hold of me, and there's a gun show here in town, which is 2 miles down the road from my house, at the Chamber of Commerce, and apparently word of mouth got around with other promoters, and so they want me to be a dealer, a gold and silver dealer in their show, because apparently people are learning my name now, and so this will be in December.
Word of mouth is the best way.
And then, so we have one show in December, one in January. Then we have a coin show in Laughlin in February, and I'm trying to make the other coin show, if we can, in Vegas in March.
What about the one in Long Beach?
That one was back last month. I didn't make that one. I'm going to try to make it this year. One that we're definitely going to make because Miss Money is tired of missing it. If we are going to hit the one that all the YouTubers go to that once a year, the A&A coin fair that all the YouTubers like to show up to. So we are going to do that one. We just don't know if it's
if you ever think about going to the one in Long Beach, get with Michael Kittle, Rare Coins. He's one of the guys in charge of that show. One of the guys, not the big guy, but he's one of the guys in charge of that. Show.
Yeah, I've already been emailing Kittle because he asked me about the Long Beach show. And,
okay.
So I'm emailing him about next year.
Yeah, Mike's a good guy. Me and him get along real well. I used to get all my gold coins from him. When I was doing my silver and gold wheels, I used to get all my gold coins from him.
So, I don't really have nothing new. I guess I could show you this real quick, Kate.
Kittle got game. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a gaming channel also.
The other day. And then,
what's up, zombie?
Kittle got game.
And then Kittle's sister.
Where am I going to go?
Very first motor I rebuilt was a Chevy Corvette.
Here you go, Cajun. I just got this in the mail 2 days ago.
Was that a Chevy? Geiger.
Yeah, 100
What
grams.
is that?
Yeah, it wasn't focused.
This is a Geiger's. Yeah, it's right there on the bottom. Okay. Come on. You're
focus.
It's focused. You just can't read it on the bottom. Oh my gosh, with my camera.
How many grams?
100.
Oh. Yeah. 100 grams. Fine, 999. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Got that in the mail the other day. Yeah. I actually won it in a game.
Good.
But anyway, these are. This is a. Your 1 gram Geigers go for about $8 to $10. Then you got the 10 gram, 20 gram, 25 gram, 1 ounce, 50 gram, 100 gram, 200 gram, 1,000 gram, 5,000 gram Geigers. Hey, Juan.
What's up? Hey, Juan.
Now these are something that keep a very high premium because, like I say, right now silver's at 23 something an ounce. You're paying almost $70 an ounce for these things. It's just ridiculous. I usually don't buy Geigers, but it was a game and I went to play for it, and it's like, yeah. Are we still on for Friday, Cajun?
As far as I know, yeah.
So what's Friday?
Multi-channel auction on my channel.
Okay.
Coin auction.
It's usually me, 710, Value Hunter. I don't know who else he's got coming.
Value Hunter, Joe Sharp, Nerd Analyst.
All right. Well, since money's on here, y'all got me wanting to go look. 1986, 1/10 ounce, $5 gold St. Gaudens coin.
Remember, I got spotty internet. All I heard was, I think, a $5 coin.
$5 gold. St. Gaudens $5 gold coin.
1/10 ounce.
Okay.
So,
now,
value
where do I
on
buy
something
them at, or
like
where do
that.
I sell them at? Okay, I buy those. I'm just not even going to. I'm going to answer your question this way. I buy those right now where gold is at $190 to $200. I sell them for $230.
All right. So basically, what you're going to say is run, don't walk, run.
Yes.
Because
yes.
the current bid, the current bid right now, $275.
Oh hell no! Oh, they're way too pretty. Pretty stupid. I didn't stop a long time ago. Oh, good, JB. I'm glad that I was hoping that you actually got that in the mail. I know you weren't worried about shipping, but I always worry until they know they got them. But I'm glad you got it. I was worried about that for a minute.
All right, cool deal.
Let's see, how much silver do I have in the mail coming toward me? 3, 6, 8. I got 9 ounces of silver coming. I'm still waiting on.
Oh yeah, that's right. 710 can't make it Friday. They're high school football, but I think he just said that the last game is this Friday, so he will be able to make it on the upcoming Fridays.
Are you a Geiger counter? I am not a Geiger counter.
Juan, she's probably using my laptop to watch everything.
Hi, Chris.
Well, I know. Here's another one that money would say, "Don't walk, run."
What is it? How much?
There's 15 Morgan dollars.
Okay. You already got my attention.
Hey, 1879.
Okay.
1882 S. 1883 O. 1883 S. Got an 84. There's two 91 O's. A 97, 97 O, 99 O, 21, and 4 21 S's.
Too bad the 99 wasn't a Philly. Son of a crap. One more. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's it. That's all the coins.
Okay. How much?
Right now, the bid's at $425.
I need that website.
Why?
Because I need to put a bid on that. They need to wake the hell up.
Why is that?
Because right now, I can't even get a Morgan unslabbed for less than $35 a piece. And if they're in somewhat decent condition, you're talking $45 to $50 Morgans now. They're not what they were last year. Morgans have, oh my God, went up like 200% this year for some damn reason, and I still have yet to figure it out. So if there are that many Morgans and it's that cheap a price, how much time's left on it, first of all?
Just over 6 days.
Well, that's why. Yeah, I guarantee you, I'm going to put money on this. Okay, that was a little weird. How
Money going to put money on it?
I was going to say, how am I going to put myself on this? That's kind of rude. Kind of mean. Anyway,
So how many Morgans in total?
21.
15.
21?
No, it's
Oh,
15 of them.
Oh, 15.
15?
Still,
Yeah.
you do that, even if you went 50, go 50 times 15. That's retail right now on 50 times 15.
Well, right now, I was doing the math. They're coming out to just a little bit over $28.33 a piece.
Oh my gosh.
50 times 15 is $750.
And that's where retail would be. That's where even there's certain things like a dealer will do. And for those right there, depending on condition, I would have to look at them closely as best as pictures would allow. But there are certain things that a dealer will buy almost at retail and break even on those just to have those sometimes in his inventory. Like I will tell you right now, the only Morgans I have are 4 slab Morgans in all my inventory that I have right now. Because as soon as I get gold coins in or Morgans in, they're gone. I don't even get to put them in my inventory sheet. As soon as I get them, they're gone.
Money, you got to realize there are 5 1921s in there, and they make millions and millions and millions.
That doesn't even matter because right now, Cajun, even the 21s, they're at the coin show that I'm going to, the gun shows. I still love Adam's freaking lighter. That shit's cool. I can never get enough of his damn lighter, blowtorch. Anyway, even at the shows. Now I'm not talking YouTube at all. I'm talking at the shows. I can't find them, even the 21s, in pocket coin condition for less than $30 a piece. Yes, 17.
Yeah.
I got 4 slab Morgans. One's an MS64. The other 3 are MS63s. Now I will tell you, 710. They are 19. They are all 21 Phillies. But they all scan out at $100 a piece. No, I'm not selling them for $100 a piece. That's what they're getting out of it. I'm selling them for $80 a piece.
So right now, what you're saying is the price on those Morgans, it'd be worth the jump on them?
Keep an eye on that quick.
All right.
Yeah, don't bid. Yeah, just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, don't bid on it because you know how those go. You know how those are. The last 15, 20 minutes, that's when you're going to see is it worth getting in or not.
Right, I know.
So I'm just saying that's definitely because I don't know what it is. Even my wholesaler, my stinking wholesaler that gives me all the deals under the sun, he has Morgans out there. The refineries, and not the refineries, but the wholesalers, the like name brand wholesalers are calling him, and they're offering him almost $40 to $42 per Morgan. Even Morgan's in his dump bin right now because they don't have any.
No.
So he's not getting rid of them. Yeah, I can't even get them for less than 40 from him.
Now, what about peace dollars?
Peace dollars are a whole different mess. Nobody's really wanting peace dollars unless it's a 21 or a 28.
Right.
Every once in a while, they'll want the 34S because it's a semi key. As long as it's great. If it's raw, they're going to want a decent price. But like for 22s, 23s, 25s, I get those for $27 all day long. I sell them for 29 to 30.
Well, there's
Doesn't
9
matter
of
what
them
condition.
here, and the current bid's $225.
Well, for 9 of them, if it went up another $40, I would put a bid in it. But if it went up another $40, I'd back off.
Yeah, that's $25 a piece right there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would get them just to have them,
Which
in my
that's
dump,
melt.
my piece dollar dump bin right now.
Yeah, that's
Well,
melt
these,
plus
right.
a buck.
Right. The
But,
thing about it is these are 22s and 23s.
Yeah, see, those are like having 21 Morgans.
Yeah.
See, now having a 21 piece dollar, that's like having Carson City Morgans.
Well, a high relief, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The high reliefs, that's everybody's looking for that. Like I was on Big T and Mama T's. I was at Mama T called me a hustler. I was at the gun show 2 weekends ago, and this guy literally just came to the table, sold me this stuff. He sold me a 21 piece dollar, a couple other rounds, stuff like that. But the 21 piece dollar, and Cajun was going to cringe on this, was highly, highly polished. So I offered him, I think, $40 for it, because I told him, I said, if it wasn't, not polished, or if it wasn't a clean coin, I'd offer you 120 as it sits. I said, honestly, it's basically worth melt. It's a little bit more collector value on top of it. I said, I'm going to pay you 40. I'm going to put it out for 50. I told him what I'd sell it for. So I bought that, and I bought his other 2 rounds, and I paid him $25 a piece for the 2 generic rounds. I gave him $90 for 3 coins. My turn was coming up on Mama T's. I put all 3 of those up for $100, and I had 7 buy it nows, and they had to refresh to see who wanted it first. And I did tell them, I said, now this 21 piece dollar is cleaned. Nobody wants a clean coin, but because of what it was, everybody wanted it. It's one of those coins, kind of like even your really old coins, like pre-Civil War coins. It doesn't really matter if it says details are clean on some of those coins, because the rarity that it's getting harder to find them, they're willing to take them. And so I made $10 off of those 3 coins, and so I was selling to the guys at the table while I was on Mama T and Big T selling as well. It was.
Hey, what do you know? Look what else I found. Another $100 bill.
Oh, here we go. You start counting zeros again. I swear to goodness.
Well, I can start off with a 0 on it. The only thing is, the second number is a 1. But 1934.
Look at the main breaker. Main breaker, Illinois, will tell you on the breaker.
It is 200.
Yeah. When I seen the inside, when you opened it, I said, oh, that's a 2.
Cajun, real quick, just so you know, when we have the auction, these 2 items are going to go on your wheel. This one right here, 1854 half dime.
On my wheel.
Your silver wheel, when we do your auction, multi-channel auction.
Oh yeah, for my part of it.
Yeah, so I'm going to put that on it, and then I'm going to put a 2019 mint set, still factory sealed from the U.S. Mint. So those
go ahead. Wow, got all the quarters and everything in it then.
This thing is like heavy.
Yeah,
so
got the quarters, got the dollars, yeah.
But so anyway, just so you know,
that's gonna be a good.
You can do your will for whatever you want, but I'm just letting you know this right here.
It's gonna be the penny game, but with the wheel.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Through the winter, yeah.
Anyway, I'm just letting you know this here is a $45 set. This is a $25 half dime. So
yeah, damn.
So there you go. That's. I've already got this set over here reserved for Keaton when we do your thing. There you go. Just say thank you.
Value Hunter used to well, load them penny games down also, like you do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, you know, $4 penny games. You know, it's like when I said that one time, uh, Value Hunter was like, no man, that ought to be a $6 penny game. You know, this stuff's worth a lot of money.
Right.
You know, so but
right
I
now.
did announce the price. I didn't know what else was coming up though. You know,
Right.
so I have to stick
Well,
to it.
I'm just
Take care,
letting you know
Puncher.
that my stuff is, $65, and that's not even retail. That's
Yeah.
almost what I
Oh
pay
yeah.
for
Well,
it,
that's
so.
going to be at least unless we do two penny games.
Right. I
Which
mean,
sometimes we did two. Sometimes we did two.
you'll have to let me
Most
know
of the
before we
time it
start,
was
because
one.
if you do two, then I'll split them up. I'll do 2019, and I'll do the halftime one of
Right.
each one.
Right. Correct. Yeah.
You just have to let me know before we start. Princess, just to think I was looking for a government mint because I've been out of the coin game for 2 decades.
I've got a bunch of stuff. I've got a bunch of stuff in. Missy couldn't hold it any longer, so she opened the pack I got from Alexander Smith. Man.
Oh wow!
Look, these are all sets.
Can you present him, Mater?
Yep.
Now I'm. Oh, Mr. Bree got.
I'm gonna do a kind of a mail call now.
I'm home. Welcome home. Cajun stopped me from government mint.
Look, hey, look at
That's
all
that
this.
good, Scott.
Cool. You go ahead, sir.
Look at all what Alexander sent me to do penny games with.
Damn.
Wow, that looks like an SMS sets. Now, for those
Yeah,
that are new that don't know, those are 40% silvers in there.
Yeah. SMS sets, 2 of them.
Yep.
I don't know what year.
It's either a 66 or a 67, because 65 was the plastic. They didn't come in the hard. Crazy.
Got 95 uncirculated coin set. 95. Got a 79 uncirculated set.
Oh, my bird's here. Boop, 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 boop.
Uh-oh. I know someone who'd like to have that one.
79.
That's my bird's here.
Got a 2000.
That's Crystal.
2000 uncirculated set.
Denver.
And another 2000 uncirculated set.
Yeah, now just so you know, the 2000 P&D Cajun, they go together.
Yeah, I know. And
Hey, money up like this. Crystal, you and Crystal might be fighting over that 79 mint set.
Well, we won't have to fight too hard, because if we were to fight over it in an auction, I would win and then just send it to her.
66 set right there.
All right.
Nice.
Boy, they are sweet. I'm talking about, boy, that penny is just and that nickel is just a blinging.
Are they deep? Are they deep?
And remember, I want to say some of this right here.
Might be some deep cam,
huh? No,
not deep cam. Dang it. Okay, so
no cameos, but hey, that's what makes them special. If you do have a cameo set, you know, those are rare in the special mint sets. But boy, they are.
So you said 66 SMS sets?
Yeah.
Okay, in the gray sheet right now, those have gone up. Those have gone up. Just in the gray sheet, dealers now want to buy those at $10 a piece.
They're worth more than that, though.
Oh, they worth more. I'm just saying that's where dealers want to buy them. That's where dealers want to buy them.
Oh, they both 66s.
Oh, well, go ahead, hardhead.
Both of them are 66. So I'll probably throw, I'll probably make 2, 3 wheels. What I'll do, I'll throw a 66 in with the 79, probably. I'll throw the other 66 SMS set with the 85 uncirculated set, and then do the Philly and Denver. And for some reason, this Philly set feels a lot thicker than the Denver set.
I wonder if it's because
Oh, look, this one's got the Sacagawea 2000. Wait. Wait, what year was that? Yeah, 2000. Oh, I'm going to have to check that Sacagawea out good. No, it's not a Cheerio. It's not a Cheerio. Let me take a look at that.
Your 2000 mint sets. See, these are going up. Dealers want to be at $7 a piece on those. Your 85. And then your 79 is $5.
I was looking for a
That's pretty good stuff right there.
arrow, a wounded eagle.
Yeah, I know what you're looking for.
And it's not the Cheerio coin. It's not that. I'm looking at the tail feathers. It's got a lot of fine detail in it, but it's not a Cheerio.
I got to order the race tickets this weekend. We ain't going to race. Brandon, you better get on that. I'm trying to
got
learn
all
names,
the quarters
so
in it. Oh yeah, it's got all the quarters in it. The state quarters for that year. It's got all the state quarters for that year. And that's why there's no quarters in this pack. Let's see what we got here. We got all the quarters, and we got another eagle right here. Let me see. No wounded eagle and no Cheerio tail. For some reason, that Philly pack felt heavier or thicker, and it's probably got some. Oh, it's got the extra papers in it. Well, this one has too, but for some reason, it felt thicker. But that's what Alexander Smith from Scotland sent me. Cost him $16 to ship that stuff too.
That's not bad. For all that $16 in shipping, that ain't bad.
You can take me off now.
All right.
Hey, we got snow. Cool.
Snow flurries up there right now?
Yep.
Dang.
Well, show it.
Show it. Yeah. Break your camera out.
Kind of hard when you're driving down the road.
If you ain't got pictures, it's non-existent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, my AC's on. Let me mute.
Well, I'm not jeopardizing my job to show you guys snowflakes. But when I get my camera mount, I'll show you.
Okay.
But there's snow, I can assure you.
Yeah, AC went off. Now it's not so loud in here. Stinking AC.
Now we'll have to do with the. We'll show what a northern redneck does with snow. 75 all the way, hammered out.
I don't. Can someone answer me a question real quick for you sports people that haven't been able to follow football this year? What are they talking about?
I can't see it. Aaron Rodgers announces significant contract decision. Okay, that means he's wanting more money, or
I didn't know if that meant more money or if he's thinking about leaving and retiring or what that meant. I figured somebody that's following football right
yeah,
now.
all the
I haven't
above.
been able to.
usually means more money.
Or it could be retiring or getting traded to another team.
Because weren't they talking about trading him before preseason?
I think they were talking about. Well, he's been talking about retirement. He's also talking about wanting more money, getting traded. I mean, it can mean just about anything.
First thing comes to my mind is more money.
Yep.
Oh, they always want more money.
I know my team ain't doing what they're hooting hell this year. Pissing me off. I don't think I've been following. And just so everybody knows, my team is in the state of Minnesota. Now y'all knew who my team is. We're the ones that sit at home and watch the Super Bowl.
Hey, money. How many games have they won?
What, this year?
Yeah.
2 or 3. Pissing me off.
Hey, be happy. My team has only got 1 win.
I know you ain't talking about Dallas.
Hell no. I don't talk about the Arlington Plowgirls.
You can say hi, Kiki. They can hear you. Well, you can at least put your hand on here and wave. You gotta put it down here to come in the camera. Anyway, Kiki's behind me waving at y'all and you can't even see her.
All right. No, I'm talking about Houston.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now wasn't Houston Texans before? Weren't they the Oilers back when?
No. Okay, you had the Houston Oilers, then they wound up moving, and they became the Tennessee Oilers.
Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans.
Okay, so Tennessee Titans became
the Houston Texans are an expansion team.
Because the closest team that we have now, because they moved this year, was now
Never
we
heard
have
of that
the Las Vegas Raiders. So we're saying LV Raiders.
Yeah, Las Vegas Raiders. Those were the
Oakland.
Los Angeles Raiders.
No, they were Oakland Raiders.
Oakland Raiders.
Then you just like what is it? St. Louis Rams. Now you got LA Rams. Yeah, we could just keep going.
Actually, okay. Where were the Rams? Okay. Can you name the other 2 cities the Raiders have called home?
The other 2 cities?
Okay. You said they were known Los Angeles?
No.
Oakland, now they're Las Vegas. What are the other 2? Okay, hang on.
What are the other 2 cities that the Raiders were in before then?
Right, okay.
I thought... No. I have no idea. I drew a blank because I was thinking of Broncos, but that's Denver, so no. Go ahead.
No. Okay. Well, you know they. Okay. Originally they were in Oakland.
Yeah, I know the Oakland Raiders.
Okay. Where did they move to after that?
Were they the LA Raiders for a while? Because I thought they weren't.
Yep. They were
Los Angeles Raiders.
Okay. Right.
Time, yeah.
Where did they call home for a short time after that?
I swear to God, if you say San Diego.
Nope.
I don't know.
They were known as the Anaheim Raiders.
Oh, that's right. Crap, they stayed in that little circle of California.
Right, but for a very short time, I think it was 1 season they were the Anaheim. Then they moved back to Oakland. Now they're in Las Vegas. Now, what was the original city the Cardinals called home?
St. Louis?
Nope.
Now, are we talking baseball or football?
Football.
Okay, because right now they're the Arizona Cardinals.
Right. Yeah. But what city
Apparently
did they start off
really well
in?
this year.
I
thought, didn't they start off over in... This doesn't sound... It sounds right in my head, but when I say it, it's going to sound wrong. Birmingham Cardinals.
Nope.
I don't know why it sounded right in my head. It does not sound right coming out.
Do you know, Ken?
No, I'm not a football fan.
Cajun?
I'll know it when you say it.
What
That's
about
all
you,
I gotta
Adam?
say.
I don't watch TV at all.
They were known as the Chicago Cardinals.
I didn't know that.
I
Yep,
thought it
they
was
started
always
off
the.
in
I thought it
Chicago.
was always the Bears. I thought it was always the Bears.
Nope. Believe it or not, Chicago Bears weren't even around at the time.
Okay.
Now I did find, and I didn't pick it up because I didn't have the cash on me, and it was one of those grab it now or it's forever going to go away, and I'm a little pissed. I did find at a collectible shop, because they had coins, but they also had some cards, the whole team of 1950 or 48. Now we're going to baseball. What's that? Somewhere in there, in the 40s. It was the whole team. He had the cards, and they were not bad looking cards. The whole team of that year of the Brooklyn Dodgers. And I used to be really big into baseball cards. And I looked at that, and he wanted $900 for it
Brandon.
in this
How
plastic
much?
container, and I'm just $900 for the whole team. And it was one of those where I needed to buy it now because I knew it wasn't going to be there when I got back. Because I don't ever get down there that often, and didn't have the cash on me because I was in the process of buying another inventory for the last gun show I was at. And
Hey,
of
Brandon.
course, now that I go back there, it's gone. But I only wanted it just to have it because of how
Good
old
luck
it
with the
was.
interview, Brandon.
Yeah. Oh, good luck. I don't know what you're doing, but good luck.
He's getting ready for a job interview tomorrow.
Oh, well, good luck with that. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, it was a whole team of the Brooklyn Dodgers, and I wanted to get it just because, you know, you don't hear much about, you know, Brooklyn Dodgers anymore. It's a rarity even when you do, even for a poster or something, let alone, you know, all the cards in this plastic container. And they weren't, I know baseball cards enough to where I know they weren't reproduction. They were actually the cards. And I was just like, son of a... I was so mad. But anyway. Figured I'd share that since we're on the sports subject. Now, my bucket list card, there are two that I want. One's a football. And one's a baseball. Now, my football is for more personal reasons, but I want a Joe Namath rookie card from Topps. That's a personal reason. My other one is I want a Ty Cobb card, but I don't want them unless they're graded. Those are my two bucket list cards that when I get them, they're staying in the family. But the longer I wait, I know the more expensive they become.
Yep.
Because I know Ty Cobb, we're talking, what, 1917, 1920? I mean, yeah, we're already talking 100 years ago.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
My grandfather had a Jerry Kramer card.
Oh, wow. 1906 Ty Cobb, yeah. Even though it was spelled T-Y Cobb, honey. Not T-A-I, but either way. Chunky monkeys. You know, these are about the size of a $50 and they're 1 ounce rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Adam,
so
what would be on your bucket list to get?
There's a $50. Yeah, it's exactly the same size of a
If anything out there, I mean, like I said, on the bucket list, what would you really want to have?
And like I said, that would just be something that I would want to have
Besides
just
the bigger
pass down to
shop.
my kids and keep it passing down.
Right.
I'm not sure. I want one of those big oil field lays that has like a 60-inch swing.
I know you were looking around your shop like, "Ooh, what can I put in here now?"
I wish my concrete was thicker in my shop.
You probably wish you had a bigger shop.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask this to all you engine people, mechanic people. Is your shop ever big enough?
No.
No.
Never big enough.
Nope.
So even if he had a bigger shop, Mater, he'd be wishing it was bigger.
I've been in this house for 3 days now. I now have a garage, and it's not big enough.
And it's empty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Up like this, money. I
Because
guarantee you, any mechanic, if they had a garage, say the size of the local football stadium, that still wouldn't be big enough.
Oh,
No, 'cause
bull
I'd
butter.
find more projects to put in there.
Yeah.
and then Princess Jamie, I like what she said. With what I do, I'm content. I like that.
Yep.
I like how she can, she can be content with. For me, I can, it's almost the same thing. Okay, once I have a coin shop, my wife asked me this the other night. I kind of started thinking. She's like, where is it enough? How many ounces of silver? How many ounces of gold? How many graded coins? How many, bars, kilos, whatever? How many do you have to have before you're content? And I said, unfortunately, you're never going to be, because then your mind, before you even realize it happens, starts to become an agreed thing. And it can be over anything. It can be over a wrench. It can be over a piece of silver. It can be over cars. I know guys that's got 30 cars and they don't got enough. I know guys that's got 20 motorcycles and they're not enough, because I actually have a buddy, and I don't know much about motorcycles, but he collects the old Indians. And when I say old Indians, he has them from like 1920s, 1910s, 1930s. He has old stuff. He said to me, if it's pre-silver, or excuse me, pre-World War II, I'm a collector. If it's after World War II, I don't want it in my collection. But he's also got the money to blow for this.
Yep.
So,
Ken, what would be something on your bucket list to have?
For what?
Just to have. I mean, something that, something to have, to scratch off your bucket list. What would that be?
For the shop?
No, for
I really
anything.
want a nice welder and a plasma cutter setup.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
What about you, Cajun?
Anthony says he'd like a 1947 Harley Davidson knucklehead.
I'd go for that too.
I'm not a
Cajun,
big motorcycle guy.
What would be on your bucket list, Cajun?
To have the shop we got now, the big shop, organized. Organized. And I mean, it's a huge shop. Don't get me wrong. It's a big shop. But there's outboard motors, huge. V4s, V6s, 70 horse Johnsons, 70 horse Evinrudes, just laying down, and everything is out of place. Bill racks, outboard motor racks, transoms, okay, long transoms, racks. Put all that on that one back wall of the shop. Get rid of what we don't need inside of it. Build a rack outside, like at a welding shop, for the steel and aluminum and stuff. But then if we build that outside, then people will come over at night and just steal off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Either build a rack inside on that back wall, then right next to it, about 4 foot of walking room, build a outboard motor rack. We'd have to have 2 of them with all the outboards in there.
All right. Cajun touched on something I was going to ask you guys the other night when we got into my car. For all you guys that own shops, bunch of tools, motors, whatever, parts. Do you prefer to go to somebody that is nice and organized with all their stuff, or someone that shop looks like a chaotic mess? And I don't mean it as they're a slob. I mean because they know where everything is to them, but to someone like me looking in, looks like a salvage yard.
Everyone works their own way.
Right.
So I've been in machine shops where you can't see the floor. And they do amazing work. And I've been in ones that are super clean and do amazing work as well. It's
Yeah. And
each
I
person
fit
has their
into the
own
one that
working
you can't
environment
see
and
the floor.
comfort.
Yep.
I fit in the category you can't see the floor.
I guess my question was, if you guys had all the time you can, everything, would you guys organize your shops? And what I mean by organize, everything was on the wall. You had all the racks, hooks, hanging stuff.
Like Bruce Pender.
Everything
Like
had
Bruce
its
Pender.
place.
Bruce Pender is the most organized guy I know. But well, him and Mix Mowers. Okay. Him and Mix Mowers. Bruce is more organized than Mick in a way. Mick's in a building like Brandon is. One of them portable style buildings, a big one.
Mm-hmm.
I think him and Brandon's about, I think his might be a little bit bigger than Brandon's. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Anthony says an organized
But
shop.
Bruce Pender is in his garage, a 2-car garage. Most of the time, both vehicles are in there. And this man does awesome small engine work. Awesome small engine work. That's the most organized guy I know.
I know. I just meant for you guys here. Would you guys rather have your shop, even the ones that are disorganized, would you prefer to have your shop nice, neat, organized?
I want mine nice, neat, and organized. Yeah.
Put up to where you know where everything is. Everything's got its place.
I think for me, I would rather have organized chaos. Stuff out and about to where I can see it and I can get to it. Mm-hmm. But okay, I've got my metal stuff here, I've got my woodworking stuff here, and then tools over here type. An organized chaos is what I would do.
You ought to see the gunsmith.
I know where everything in my shop is. That's what matters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll like this, Money. I know a guy that if you walked into his shop, okay, and he's a professional engine builder, okay, you walk in there and you're going to see engine parts all over the place. And, I mean, you're going to see dust, see metal shavings on the floor, and it's going to look like the place hasn't been cleaned in 100 years. But you can look on the wall as you're going in, and you will see the awards that he's gotten for being Sprint Car Engine Builder of the Year for like almost 10 years in a row.
Wow.
But like I said, you go in there, you look out in the shop, and I'm not talking about the machine shop. I'm talking about in the other part of the shop where they are fabricating things. And like I said, like you said, it might look like a chaos, or organized, clutter. But I guarantee you that now to him, out of all machine shops around, I would trust him over anybody else as far as doing machine work on an engine. Because the guy's been doing it for over 50 years. He knows what he's doing.
Right.
And that's also another thing, is how long has that person been doing it? I mean, if they've been doing it for 5 years, well, does that mean they've been only doing it in that location for 5 years? Or did they start like, hey, I'm going to do automotive work and start a garage? Or is it someone that's been around for 20, 30, 40 years? That's also something else you have to look at.
Another question for you guys. When you guys started in with, for you mechanic people, your motors and everything like that, did you ever have a dream and I don't want to call it a pipe dream, but did any of you guys ever have the dream of like working for like a real high-end mechanic shop like Mercury, NASCAR, something like that? Any have that kind of dream? Did anybody
I
have?
strictly do this for fun. The only reason I even monetized my channel is because YouTube was running ads on it anyhow, and I figured I might as well get a piece of the pie.
Right. No, so I was just curious if any of you guys had that dream of Mercury or working for Evinrude or working for, you know, Bentley or something like that. One of the really high end, you know, working for NASCAR, you know, riding around with them guys or something.
Well, for me, you know, when I started doing automotive work, you know, I actually was dirt track racing at that time. So, yeah, my goal at the time was to move on up to the bigger teams. But that don't happen because, kind of like what someone says, my name wasn't Andretti or Unser.
Right. Or Wallace.
Yeah, but now, do you know who made that statement?
Wasn't that Earnhardt?
Nope.
Well, I meant junior, but not senior. But no, I don't
Oh
know.
no. It was Tom Cruise from Days of Thunder.
Yeah. No, you're supposed to light it where I can see it, Adam. This shit's cool. A little torch and lighter. 2 bay, 1 with lift, 1 bay for long-term projects, 1 out deal, back with fab table, transmission bench, regular workbench with press parts, washer storage, toolbox, shop cart for 80% jobs. That's a mouthful. Damn, Jamie.
Yep.
Anthony got into build custom motorcycles. Okay. Hey, that's why I'm asking. You know, did you guys have like a long-term dream when you first got it? Because like I've had that question with me. They're like, okay, you're into gold and silver and currency. You're making this a job. Was that always like you got into it? Are you trying to be, you know, like, you know, like the next Pawn Star guy or something? I'm like, no, I only got into this because of investing, because I like to save money. And then I just turned my investment into a business and started making a profit out of it. That's all I was doing.
Hey, money. Hey, show your face again. No, you got more. You got more hair. So you can't go in the. You can't go in the. Yeah, you can't go in the
The old
silver and
tech
gold.
guys here.
You can't be in the pawn business. You got too much hair.
Yeah.
They make
Don't
braids.
have
Let's tell them.
Yeah, but see, Eleanor has that, and I'm sure he's heard this before. But you know, I thought about going bald only because I could have a solar panel for a sex machine.
Hey, Ed.
Hey guys, it's Ed, the old tech guy. He's been lurking.
He's watching you. Why do I feel like Why do I feel like that Michael Jackson song just been coming on?
Or what was that other guy? I'm trying to remember his name. He had the song out. Someone's watching me, and Michael Jackson actually did background vocals on the song.
Oh wow!
I'm trying to remember the name.
Someone's
The guy had a
watching
weird
me?
name.
Mm.
I'd have to.
Hey, Cajun, is old Johnny over there tonight?
No, Johnny's not here
No, I was
tonight.
gonna tell him hi.
In
Never
fact,
mind.
I was fixing to mention that I'm waiting on a different name to pop up in the chat, because a buddy of mine, he's probably finished his duck gravy he was cooking out under his carport. And he was doing some gray ducks they killed last year. So he was making a gravy, you know, Cajun. I think he had some geese in there, or it was just gray ducks, one of the two. Waiting on him to come in, and he was asking if Johnny was over here. It's a buddy of mine from Mammoth. He's going to be coming Friday, more than likely. We're going to assess the situation under the house for the pipes. If I can get the pipe cutter and threader over here, the tools, so I can cut and thread for him.
Wow.
Well, I was going to say, we're talking about things on the bucket list.
Mhm.
There is up like this. There's been many cars made out there, but to
Mhm.
me, the one car that would be on my bucket list, it would have to be the 1958 Chrysler Norseman. I would love to be able to get my hands on it. And I'll play like this. I know right where the car is at. It's been sitting in the same location since 1958.
Why haven't you tried
Dang.
that?
Yep.
Why haven't you tried?
You tell me they
And
bought brand new and parked it.
no, it was, well, yeah, it was parked all right, brand new, and yeah, it was parked. Yeah. But let's just say it has not moved from that same location since then.
Me and Money
And
saw, what was it, a 1960, what year was that Mustang, Money? We saw in that guy's front yard, almost toward the ditch. When we went to
That was the first year. It was the 64 and a half.
that was a 64 and a half. Okay, the 64 and a half or a 65 Mustang. And it wasn't in that bad of a shape, neither.
No, when it was for sale, and I was.
It had some patina on it, but when we went to the vodka distillery where they make rice vodka,
Oh yeah, hang on, we're back.
we were on the way over there, and I spotted it. And by the time Money had turned around, he didn't see it. So on the way back, we spotted it. I showed it to him. Boy, it was like, yeah, that's redoable big time. Hell, it might have ran. We don't know. We didn't stop and talk to the people or nothing like that.
If there's any one vehicle I could drive or have, it'd be the thing that hauled the space shuttle to the launching pad.
But
Oh, there's the vodka right there. Rice
Yep.
vodka.
still sealed. I told you I wasn't going to open it. Rice
Yeah.
vodka. We got the crawfish on it.
JT Mellick. We went to the distillery that made that stuff.
Yeah, and you gave me this is a 40% proof alcohol volume, 80% proof. That's what's going on here.
Yeah, 40% is 80 proof.
So, small batch number this was number 521 out of all the bottles they made.
Yep.
And
on that batch.
Yeah,
Yeah, that year batch.
I meant the batch.
Yeah, because he showed you how to read the batch label and all that.
Yep.
Remember?
So, yep.
Where's the opener? Where's that big opener? The seal breaker and all that. It's close to you, or you got to save that?
No, that's over in the bedroom. I put it away.
Yeah, I don't know what Missy did with ours.
But
The one we got.
So it was not, and when it says dangerously smooth, take my dang word for it, because when we went over to Cajun, they had some of this at the radio station the night we went to Cajun's. Me and Miss Money each had a shot. I literally thought I drank a shot of water. There was no burn. There was no alcohol taste. Nothing. I mean, this thing is like drinking a bottle of water. It is scary smooth.
Yeah, we went.
That was the bamboo rum that I've got.
That was Thursday night at K-Bon. We had a big show. A buddy of mine from Lions Point, Morris, was there. He's a singer. And I know if y'all listen to country or whatever type of music, y'all have heard this guy before. It's JT Gautreaux. And Money recognized 3 of his songs from listening to country music stations in Arizona. This guy's nationwide with his music.
Mm-hmm.
He's French, but what he does country music. You know, there's a lot of guys from South Louisiana that are country stars. You know, like Sammy Kershaw. You know, Sammy Kershaw is one of the well-known country stars from Louisiana. Tim McGraw
down there by you.
Tim McGraw, yeah, Sammy. Me and Sammy used to work together. I know Sammy well.
Yeah.
Tim McGraw from Louisiana. Trace Atkins is a Louisiana boy. All the radio stations in Texas say the big man from Texas. Yeah, Bull Butter. Trace Atkins is from Louisiana.
But yeah. So anyway, we went to the distillery, and the guy was nice enough. When we took a shot there, he gave us a private
tour.
Wife, and then Cajun and Missy. A private tour while he was and everything.
Yeah, you froze up a little bit, man. He still froze.
Yep. It's too cold for
He
him.
left and gave me to bring him.
Oh.
Yeah. He was supposed to have one for me and Missy and one for Money, but he only had one, so Money got it. You know, bring back to Arizona.
Yeah,
but I can get one. I can get one anytime I want, so I wasn't worried about that.
I was gonna say, I figured you'd already had one by now, him being at the radio station on Thursday.
No, but I've took shots from him. You know, we call that the Corona, medicine.
Vaccine?
Everybody that has been to the radio station never had Corona. That's our medicine right there. On the air, we call it the Corona medicine. Everybody takes a shot that comes to the station. Nobody's caught Corona yet.
Hey, one, it needs to be up front of that train.
But no, anyway, yeah, had fun with that. But yeah, no, Johnny Best, you know, I know I've said it before, but that boy, you know, he plays a mean guitar for sure. I haven't really heard him play. I haven't heard him play accordion, so I'm going with Cajun's word on it. But I watched the man play guitar, even when he was just practicing, and
yeah. He was playing we had live bands at the radio station in the DJ booth. Yeah, we were all up in the DJ booth or outside of it. And Johnny's an excellent guitar player, awesome accordion player.
But had a good old time. So our next adventure is going to be up to Pennsylvania because we're going to go visit the T's.
The T's, Big T and Mama T.
Yep.
I can break out 10 seconds of Johnny on the accordion at the radio station.
But that's going. Well, we're going up there to visit the people. We're also going up there to look at, and so I can talk to everybody, the real estate people in person, and bring some money and everything, so I can start getting that property bought and paid for and stuff like that. So start getting this shop.
Start saying about getting that building that you were talking about.
Yeah. You know, to me and to Miss Money, you know, yes, the car is very important, but this building is more important right now than the car. So, you know, it's right up there with it. But, you know, another thing that we were thinking about too, and I'm not trying to get on that engine talk again, but, you know, even if we did put a somewhat used or rebuilt motor in it, you know, and we had it for another year or so, and we paid down a lot on the car payment, which I overpay on my payments anyway. I pay more than more than the monthly payment anyway.
Mhm.
But if we have it for like another year, then I'm thinking about we might trade it in, because me and Miss Winnie will already have a new car, and then either that or we'll just trade it in for Kiki to get a new or used car or something like that. So that's something else that we're thinking about too. But we're just trying to think of the options to if we do end up spending all that kind of money, I know we'll be in more than what it's worth, but I told Kiki, I said, you're going to let me know, because it's ultimately my decision, but it's going to be your car. You want to trade it in within a year or so? If so, I'm not going to buy that kind of engine. If you want to keep it for another 4 or 5 years, then that's worth me possibly doing. So. But no, anyway, what are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at, yeah, Crystal winds up saying it's 10-minute warning, and all of a sudden you got 710 and Luke
Yep.
putting out there, warning, warning, danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah. We're lost in space. The robot.
You need to be able to. You need to put in something, Crystal, where it comes up. That whole warning. It actually said that to him.
All right, he wants to. All right,
Okay.
There you go, Cajun.
What I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna scan through this video. Okay. It's not that long, but I'm just gonna skim through it and get to the point where Johnny starts playing, and then this. I'm gonna give you all the feel of what Money Maniacs and them felt with it. This is gonna be a little more, but this is out in the back kitchen. Me and Missy didn't cook that night. Mr. Mirror did. So.
Hey, I sat in that black chair right there.
No, actually not that. That was back in the kitchen, way in the back.
Oh, okay.
Where they had all that furniture and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's back there. Okay. I didn't sit that chair.
All right, that's where they had all them old antique Shipper cabinets and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, back there.
So I'm just gonna skim through it, and it won't take long.
Well, hurry up.
Okay, here we go.
It's not. You got to turn the sound on.
We got Cape on tonight, Thursday night.
Johnny
Baby Beard over here.
They switch in the guitars, and there's Harry Spell. There's Jamie Beard, world famous Jamie Beard on the fiddle, and there's the Human Jack. There's Tuchet right there, him and his wife. There's Mir, and look at the pots in there that they cooking in.
It's at the radio station, y'all.
Yeah, that's in the kitchen.
Man from the other side. What y'all cooking over there tonight, Mr. Mir? Meatball stew. Meatball stew, baby.
Look at that pot.
Hey, how many meatballs you got in there? Too many. Me and Missy did 65 meatballs here one Thursday night, and we brought 3 home. That was it. Well, we got about 85. Well, none home. 85. Hey, you can ask Brother too. We had that many meatballs. Johnny and Sharon. Oh, Johnny's on the accordion now. They swapped the guitar. Johnny was playing guitar earlier.
There's Johnny Best.
Jamie's going to stay on the field. Johnny's got the accordion. Dylan's got the guitar. Human Jack's got a tomato.
Everybody got a kick out of that one. All right, that's enough of that.
Wow, Johnny, go there, Johnny. Shoot, go ahead.
Yeah, Johnny can bang. Man, he can use that Mamu air compressor big time, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny's been all over the United States playing music with Horace Stronghold and different bands.
Well, you need to
he's
come
been
out here.
He's been to Washington, you know, by Adam up there, Oregon, California. Oh yeah, been all over the damn place.
Chompers, watch vodka. There you go. I get the alligator head to watch the vodka.
What's up, Luke Duke?
Hey, Luke.
Yeah, meatball stew. That's what they were cooking. And they had that one big, that 2-burner pot, Magnolite pot. Actually, that was a McWare pot. It wasn't a Magnolite. That's a Mammut, made in Mammut pot, McWare. And that was a double burner pot. And they had a 1-burner pot with meatball stew in it. They cooked 300 meatballs that night in that meatball stew. And they had a 30-cup rice cooker and 2 10-cup rice cookers. And it was gone at the end of the night. 50 cups of rice, over 300 meatballs in that stew. Yeah, man, we did over almost 80 meatballs in that back kitchen one day. There wasn't that many people there. We ended up bringing 3 meatballs home. That was it. Yeah. I tell you what, they got some big eaters over there. Especially Malcolm. Malcolm Nakan and Bird, that big black guy y'all saw. He's a drummer. He's been all over the United States playing music. Big Bird. That boy can put down some groceries now.
Everybody, one time we bought some pizza. Somebody bought some pizza, and everybody.
Oh yeah, we all went. We had 5 pizzas, 5 or 6 pizzas. Me and Todd went in half on the pizzas. Hey, good thing we bought one for ourselves. Okay, we ate 2 slices out of it. Just for a snack. Me and Missy. Somebody else got like 3 slices. We had to put it in the Jeep so nobody else would eat it. But we bought one just for ourselves. It was supposed to stay in the Jeep. It got put in with the rest of them by accident.
All right. 2-minute warning.
Mater, just for you, since when I first came on here, you were talking about that guy.
Okay.
270. Uh-oh.
Yep.
No, my business card. No, my business card holder.
Oh.
No, I have the set.
Can't see it that well.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Hang on. Let me.
MS-70. Bruce 70. Ultra Cameo. Wow.
Damn.
Baseball Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that? Cole what? Cole.
What's going on, Gary?
Huh? Colby or
yeah,
Cole?
I like how they're
What's up, Gary? You're showing
Red
up.
Line Gary's in the house. What's up, Red Line?
Yeah, Gary, just shut up.
What's up, mon cousin?
But,
mon cousin right there.
I like how they did them. One's a normal slab, one's a chunky slab.
Yep. He's wanting to come in right when I'm shutting things down.
Well, Red Line will go live later then.
Yep.
I wish I'd have had a 40-minute warning.
Cajun, hey, 10 o'clock, I'm shutting it down. You should know
It used
better
to
by
be
now.
11 o'clock.
He's
I
right.
ain't staying up that late.
It's 11 o'clock here in North Carolina.
No, but
Yeah.
it used to be 11 o'clock, Mater, your time, and
No.
somebody switched it to 10.
I swear, hey, it's
And
been
you
10
can't leave
o'clock
without
because
seeing the kilo.
no, no.
Can't go
Oh,
without
the
seeing
kilo. Yeah.
the big old chunk of monkey.
2.2 pounds of silver.
Damn.
Yeah, 31.5 ounces. That's a chunky goose.
No, the Magic 8 Ball don't need to be asked that one.
We know the answer
Princess
to that
Jamie,
one. No.
Princess Jamie, just for you, we have matching.
Matching koalas.
Matching koalas.
All right. Yep. I do need to get this shut down because unfortunately right now we've got one of the painters out this week. Monday he wound up pulling a muscle in his back. So he's out. And of course Monday we had one out sick from too much over the weekend. So that didn't help. And then of course Tuesday I had yesterday I had a funeral to attend to. One of the guys I've known for about a year or two. He wound up celebrating his birthday, not this past Friday, but the Friday before. He wound up celebrating his 32nd birthday. Okay. Then we were doing a drawing. We had a raffle for a couple of shotguns for one of our ministry members that his wife had passed away. Well, the guy wound up celebrating his birthday on Friday, wound up winning the shotguns. Last Wednesday, we were doing our bike night. We got the word that he passed away due to a massive heart attack.
Yeah, man.
So, 32 years old in 5 days is all he lasted.
Before you shut this down, can somebody put in the stream, because I can't find him, can someone put Redline Gary's link in for me so I can get over there? Because I can't find him searching. I don't know why. I'm not doing it right.
Well, hang on. Gary can.
One of the mods. I'm not a blue
can.
person.
Yeah.
I'm not a blue person.
But
I just put it in for you.
Right. But yeah, the bad part was, I mean, he was to me, too young and 3 kids.
Wow.
Yeah. Real nice guy. I mean, didn't smoke. He would occasionally drink, but loved being out on the motorcycle. Very athletic, always into sports. I mean, the guy was a lot, thinner than me. Okay. And like I said, very athletic, always outside playing with his kids and doing all kinds of stuff. And next thing I know, massive heart attack.
Damn
I appreciate you, everybody putting the link in. I got him. So when he goes live, I might be able to pop in real quick, say hi. But I gotta get to bed soon. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get out here because you gotta go. So have a good night, everybody. Nice chatting with you.
All right.
Take care.
Appreciate you being here, Money. All right. Yep. It's time for me to bug on out because it's gonna be a long day for me tomorrow. Because first thing in the mornings I got to deal with emptying the trash since the guy that comes either on Thursday or Friday didn't show up. So this past Monday, I get everything ready to go. we've got a hopper inside that I put all the trash cans into. I go outside dumpster still full from last week. So that thing is probably overflowing. So I got to get that emptied out. And like I said, then after that, then I got to get the paint booth all set up, ready to go, start painting first thing in the morning. So yeah, got a long day. I mean, I bugged out today probably about 6:35. And then of course got home, it was about 6:45. Got a few things and had to rush out here, get everything ready to go. And that's why, that's why, Crystal, she brought me dinner because I was only home for about 15 minutes before I even went live. That's what I'm saying. And I get up 6:30 in the morning, so it takes me a little while to calm down and relax and get ready for bed and actually fall asleep. I've had my coffee, I've had cigarettes. Yeah, I'm a little bit wired right now, plus it's getting cold. But yeah, I do need to get in there and get to sleep. Like I said, it's going to be early tomorrow and it's still cold. But I appreciate everybody's been here, and my mods on here helping out, getting the links, put out for Gary. And Gary, I don't know if you're still here, but I just got you a mod, so now you can start putting up your own links, stuff like that. Yep. All right, y'all want to say your goodbyes before I shut this down? Kim, we'll start with you.
Thanks for having me up. It's very enjoyable. I have fun. If you guys haven't looked at my channel, go ahead and do so. Just so you guys know, I am about 60 to 65 people away from 2,500 subscribers. Once I hit that, I'm going to be giving away a nice tool package type deal as a giveaway. So thanks for having me up, guys. See you later.
No problem. Appreciate you being here. Hey, and thanks for letting me know about that better battery deal at Lowe's.
Yep, not a problem.
I'll definitely go check that out. Find out which stores got that.
All right. See you guys
Adam.
later.
See y'all later. Nice being on.
Cajun.
All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all coming in to the live stream tonight, and I'm glad y'all got to saw us all. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all. Pluta. Later.
And I appreciate everybody's been in here. The list gets longer and longer all the time, but I do appreciate everybody showing up. And even though it's cold out here, I think I'm the one suffering the most because, like I said, that's why I had to go and get my jacket on. I got thermal top on, got a shirt, got the jacket. I got the Coleman stove going just to give me some heat and everything out here. So that I'll tell you what I go through just to make sure y'all are entertained and everything. But I do appreciate everybody, coming in, especially up on panel and in the chat and everything. So all I'm saying is, God bless and you have a good night. And I'll see y'all next time.